Welcome to the first game of this morning. First up we have Scott Gillespie and Marc Farnsworth. It looks like Marc has won the lag. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Had a bit of an error there.
I've been telling you my life story and we just realised sound's not on.
Sorry, boys. just the general forget to flick the button in the morning. How we doing? So that was the best commentary of the day. Unfortunately, all missed it.
I went gun ho so early. And
5 minutes of solid commentating, and you've just completely missed it because I forgot to press the button. You'd be perfectly safe if I was planning to nuke anything. So this morning we've got Marc Farnsworth, we've got Scott Gillespie, and we've just been talking about a bit of betting. Jamie's got a couple of bets on. Well, I've got a bet on. It's his third of the weekend, and so far he's won on both of the first two, which is good.
Yeah, I've had a little bet on a trio, three players this morning. All the Welsh boys except for Cousins. So I've had Craig Marsh, Ben Davies, and Jordan Shepherd in a little treble.
And we were discussing the fact that they're all the underdogs in the matches, which is absolutely crazy.
They are all very slight underdogs. And yeah, that is amazing to think that.
So, just having a quick look at the overhead.
We're going to hope the book is wrong, 'cause he's been wrong most of the weekend when he has me underdog in my games.
Mitchell Drew, the score is 0-0. They've only just started, bud.
It's not too bad. He's moved it out a bit. And is he on that other? No, that other don't go. So, I mean, it ain't great to be honest. He's going to have to play a skill shot. Drop that in the middle. He's looking at dropping that in and playing the long one. Try and find a gap, but it looks a bit tight, that. If you're thinking about taking these out, you're going to have to find some sort of skill shot along the line. Because you've got two balls down here that do not go currently.
So, I reckon if I was you, personally, thinking in your head, you'd probably go for this double now. On the red nearest the yellow. Take out the double, swing the white off the bottom cushion, straight into the other red. Get it out, one shot.
Well, to be honest with you, that is probably something I'd try and do, but I don't think none of the top players would because they're not that stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was thinking along the lines of the Simo Satnav route.
I can't say the shots that I'd take because they just won't happen. I've got to try and think like a pro, which is the tough part.
And that's why you're sat with me.
That's why I'm sat here this morning.
But that's not a bad thing.
So Marc's he's in a bit of trouble now. He's in a lot of trouble.
Just passing a headset to a listener.
Can we get some score predictions, please, from some of the people watching?
What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win? What do you think the score's going to be? That is not a bad shot at all there from Marc. Cover the pocket nicely. Can you get a share on the stream, please, guys? I see some people have already. 15 shares, that's not bad. Especially considering I haven't even shared it once.
What angle are you watching from? Is it this one here? Is it?
Yes, it is, mate.
That's quite a nice angle. The lower camera as well.
Yeah, I just got asked to change it off it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not sure why. It's actually near enough exactly the angle that we're seeing it from. Just slightly higher.
So we've got 11.8. We've got 11.5. 11.9 to Scott.
Morning, Kieran. Do you know, yesterday I got a message from Adam Kirk telling me that he doesn't know why, but I've got the most soothing voice he's heard, and he'd like to pay me to record Stephen Henry's latest book.
Oh, really?
As an audiobook. How funny is that?
You should record him some like sleep meditation.
Yeah. You are relaxing all of your muscles.
We wonder why there's no comments in a minute, but everyone's fast asleep.
So we've just had Graham, who's listening on the commentary, say Farnsworth 11-8.
Well, where's the work going?
Morning, Perry Dodson. How you doing?
That's
Very well
not-
done
that's
yesterday.
Not a good shot by Scott. He's
Very well done yesterday,
total
Perry.
control of his frame.
Getting to the finals of the National Juniors.
I'm with Chris Ball on this one at 11-7.
Whatever the score turns out to be, I think it's going to be a pretty good battle. Do you know what? I can't stand playing in the morning.
No.
Love pool, love playing. Can't stand playing early.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, mate. Especially the old 9 o'clock start.
Yeah, I used to play World Rules, and going to Yarmouth, I always got put on 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and most of the time it was somewhere right by the door. Loads of people outside having a fag, leaving the door open, cold air coming in, stood there wearing just a polo top, absolutely freezing my nuts off.
It's more than just a game of pool. You have to be sort of physically fit. They're long days. You can get hot. You get cold. You're on the table. You're on your feet all day. You need that mental strength.
Oh, wow, did you just see that skill shot?
Mm.
That was class. Hold on. Oh.
No replay.
That was a quality shot.
Made good work of his free shot there, but he's got one tough red to get on. He's going to try and top this round 2 and get through the gap. He's played it well. I had a complete wrong angle on that. But he's played that absolutely perfect.
And that looks very much like it's going to be Marc 1-0. Solid there from Marc Farnsworth. Scott Gillespie to break. Yeah, Mickey, it's not nice there, is it? Most horrible part of the room. Never really inspires the best pool out of you. I'm one of those creatures of balance when I play pool. I've got to have it the perfect sort of temperature, or at least a perfect range. I can't be too cold, can't be too hot.
I know exactly what you mean, mate. Yeah, it's a nightmare playing cold. When I was playing Scott last night, I felt a bit chilly, to be honest. I think I was right under the aircon. It was getting late in the evening. They still had the aircon in there.
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? Because you need aircon, but then sometimes if you're right by the aircon unit, it's like, oh my god, it's actually freezing in here.
Yeah, the problem is you can't please everyone. Everyone sort of feels different temperatures. And
Of course. Mickey Mullins is in the Philippines. Lucky man.
sort of why I speeded up my game at 4-0 down, because I was a bit chilly. I thought I better start running around the table.
Brilliant. Morning, Nick Finn. How you doing, mate? Enjoying the game so far? Obviously more of the excitement and the business ends coming today. Morning, Stephen.
So we've got Farnsworth mopping up at the moment on the Reds. They all look pretty nice, really. There's a tea thief in the room. We're currently looking for someone who stole a cup of tea. It wasn't me.
Nick Finn's just said good morning to you.
Morning, Nick. Nick Finn also runs a quality stream. A lot of respect for Nick's stream. Beard Productions.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also known as the voice when he's commentating.
Absolutely, yeah. Another soothing voice. I like Nick's commentary.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
He's done a few of my games in the past.
I'll tell you what, if I had the time to put in the research that Nick does, and to be able to commentate like he does, it would be amazing. But unfortunately, I'm just having to put too much time into the streaming side of it, and I've been learning so much.
You're doing a great job, Jakes.
Ian Fox, it's me, Jakob Tungelund, and Jamie Satnav Simmons on the mics this morning. I think Jamie's joining me for quite a lot of the day, or at least he's just found out he is.
Yeah, nothing better to do in my life, unfortunately. Although a bit later, I'm going to try and find myself a little money game.
Textbook finish here from Marc.
Get my cue back out. Try and redeem myself from a bad display on stream last night.
And that is very quickly 2-0 to Marc Farnsworth.
Yeah, there's a bit of a big error in the last frame from Scott. I mean, Marc went for a dish that was tough, and he made it even tougher and gave Scott a great opportunity, but you're winning off, you know. It's the last thing you want to do when you've got your opponent in trouble.
Thank you very much, Santa. And Nick, I realise it's not your stream, mate, but I don't think you talk rubbish. I think you do very well. One of the best in the game. We all provide our different takes on it.
Pretty nice break by Farnsworth. He's made a ball.
Do you notice how some players have got a lot more control over that white ball when they're breaking than others?
I do indeed, mate, yeah. I mean, it is a little bit easier to control it if you take a little bit off the break as well.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
100%, yeah. But fair play to the blokes who don't control it. Give it 100% and still control the white, if you know what I mean. Put 100% into it and can control the white. That's what I try and do, but you find the white goes a bit all over the shot sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. But there is sometimes when you feel like, I'm just going to absolutely leather this.
Yeah, I do that when I get a bit angry, but
it's quite a good feeling, isn't it? Especially when they split well.
It is, mate, yeah. An angry ball, as we were saying about watching Chippy last night. Ooh.
So, I just want to give a big shout out to a mate of mine, Matty Hawkins. He's sat at Oxford train station, and he's got quite a big day today. He's going to meet the captain of the England specials team, and he's going to have a chat with him and give him a few games of ball, I think, and there's potential for him to go and play for England. So I hope you do really well today, Matt.
Big shout out to Matt then. Good luck, mate.
Hopefully you've put the volume on so you can disturb everyone else and hear the shout out.
Wait, turn your volume up, mate. Let me do it again. Ready? Big shout out to Matt, the legend. Big
Nice
shout
one.
out to Lewis Healy. He's always kind.
Yeah, he's always watching. Always watching. So, let's get this back on our normal camera angle. I noticed, Lewis, that you've been sharing the Q score to a few people and helping out in various ways. Thank you very much, bud. Sometimes I've been a bit busy to do it.
He looks up for it today, Johnny. He does look up for it. Just trying to work out his route. Obviously got them, I mean the main problem balls is the one on the row at the top cushion. It's a slight problem because that red's slightly in the way.
So for me, I would have dropped the white to somewhere near the bottom cushion.
Yeah, I'd be playing the long one now.
Play this
and canning the red.
Yeah.
Slowed it, and if you miss it, you still got the other ball in the middle, which is a problem ball as well. So you're trying to get on both your problem balls now. And he's played that perfect, nearly.
Has played that very well.
I play the one in the middle now.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the other one in the other middle, perhaps. Get that out of the way as well. Or
I don't know. I think I'd play the one in the middle and then the one on the bottom cushion to just drop onto this one.
Yeah, but then you're going to struggle getting onto the last
there is
ball.
the angle, isn't there? Very valid point.
But it depends how you can play this in the middle. To get on the other one in the middle, you might be playing it to the corner.
Matty has heard what we said. Thank you very much, Nick Finn. Wow. You sure Paul will be alright with that?
So you had the perfect angle, so
Very nicely done.
just a little soft screw now and leave yourself a nice angle to come back down the left hand side of the table.
Morning, Simon Crawford. Hope you're enjoying the weekend's pool. Santa, I'm actually not sure when the double elims do. I don't know whether it's all the way through.
So I did to play it straight on the bulk cushion. He's played it well. I always think there's a bit of
Just got-
danger when you're
He's
trying
just
to
got a
do that.
slight angle, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Might be able to push it through with a bit of...
Oh, he
top
can.
left.
Yeah, he's perfect, but there's always a little bit of danger when you're trying to be pinpoint.
Brilliant. Paul Moulding's in Thailand enjoying himself. Epic. That's a great shot. Just stunned that across.
So we just top this off the two cushions now and come back for the black in the same pocket. Maybe even one cushion.
This is the qualifying round.
Get that a bit pacey, but should still be alright.
Thank you very much, Joe Woodruff. Morning to you, mate. Glad you're enjoying the pool.
That's
And
3-0.
that is 3-0. I mean, to be fair, Scott Gillespie hasn't really done a lot wrong, has he? It just hasn't been at the table.
Who's going to win today? It's hard to call, innit, let's be honest. I'm hoping Marshall wins it only because I beat him in the first round, but it'd make me look a bit better. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to look past the top boys
Yeah, it is.
like Farnsworth and Cousins, but they're all top boys, so it's a difficult one.
So we've, I'll tell you what, you can't look past Matt Lawrenson. Watching him play yesterday, the guy's actually a bit of an animal.
Yeah, he's a class player, Matt.
We've got world champions in here.
He beat Chippy quite comfortably, but Chippy made a couple of little positional areas. That was, they're bad shots, but also a little bit unlucky, a little bit soft, a little bit harder. You're perfect, and he landed sort of behind balls and that. It's Simo on the bag. I don't know what you mean. If I was, I probably wouldn't have got pumped 8-1 last night.
And the score updates from the other tables are on the link that I've just posted.
So that was a long old
Thank
day
you.
yesterday on about 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, I think Matt probably will win non-elite.
Ball to win it, someone's saying. Morning, Mr. Moyles.
Morning, Moilsey. How you doing, mate? Thanks for sharing.
Share the love. Oh, so
Angela, you couldn't just make us a coffee, could you? Because it's only instant here, and I'm just not into that. I've always had jokes poked at me because I'm a bit of a coffee snob.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't do instant, but for me it's like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, and I just can't do instant.
I don't like that stuff, but my mum might. She does.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I'm a coffee machine person. I don't drink coffee unless I buy one from the little machine in the garage, for instance, when I'm at work.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
I just-
I've got some really nice espresso at home. and I basically don't drink coffee unless I've either made it myself or it's from a decent coffee shop.
These yellows are actually tough. You got one stuck to a red, and the other three up the other end. You know, they don't even really. They don't go in the corner pocket. You're gonna have to like get on one of them into the other side pocket to sort of open it up. So it's not a formality. This. That's why he's looking at a plant. But if you had the white there, you'd be playing the other one next to it into the other corner. But it's not easy. There is always jobs from the safety somewhere along the line. There ain't always got to go attack. But we all know all these top ball players and even down the level, we like to attack, especially in black ball rules.
So it's interesting. You say that the yellows are quite tough, but they were in the first frame as well. But he still took him out. He's quite focused considering it's so early.
But you say that he actually made a mistake in the first frame. He only took him out when he got a free shot when Giuseppe running off. Scott running off.
Thank you very much, Carlo Donoghue. Spot on, mate. Yeah, it's going to be another great day of pool ahead. We want tea, like it. Just don't drink tea, Morsey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll make a lot of tea at home. I made a nice cup of tea in this morning before I left.
Stephen Yule, it's me, Jakob Tungelund, and Jamie Simmons. We'll probably both be on the mic quite a lot today.
When it dies down at the end of the day, I'm going to be disappearing to go and lose some money to someone.
Thank you very much, Janet Jones.
You didn't have to include Jakob in that, Janet. You could have just been honest.
So, play this. Free the other yellow straight away. If he's got the angle. No, okay. See, I'm like you. I like to play the odd few dispersive shots, should we say?
Absolutely, mate. I'd have been swinging my arm at that, coming off the side cushion, clipping that red next year, like going up the table, breaking them all up and landing plumb, and then I'd have dished up by now.
Although, you know, those three yellows down there, the only one that goes really is over into the right-hand corner.
Yeah. And he could.
That is a crazy plant.
That's what I mean. I'm not sure why he's not cutting that back.
And I thought we were crazy.
I know, he's looking off his head. But he will make it. He will land plumb. So what do we know?
Yeah, this field down here on this weekend has actually been pretty amazing. A lot of high-class players. And the ones which are playing that aren't your usual elite, fair play to them for spending out the money and coming and playing.
That's a good mate of mine, Jamie Thomas, absolute legend. Top bloke, good player. So big shout out to Jamie.
Yeah, he's just messaged me this morning telling me he'd like a shirt.
I don't know if he's listening, I just noticed he's sending you a private message now.
So it's funny, you know, I had these shirts done for the team for when we were commentating.
He's made that plant, sorry to instruct.
That's right.
He's landed on one in the middle. He's on that one.
I take it then. It's easy enough to.
That yellow must go.
Yeah, I think it does. You know. It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you just don't see. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it flies in.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah.
I don't know. It does look mighty like it might be touching that.
To be honest, he's not looked to get that out at any point in this frame.
Have a quick look from the angle. Look, Jamie.
Yeah, it goes, mate. That's what he's queuing up as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it does go. The beauty of not just having the cameras being up, but being able to move live.
Yeah, I probably just should have turned my head about half inch to the left and looked. Who's 4-0? Who's 4-0 up? I hope it's not one of my bets doing bad.
No, he's saying that it's 4-0 here because he's going to clear them.
Oh,
I just had to look at the scoreboard. I know we've been nattering a little bit, but I hope we didn't miss anything. Yeah, Stephen Yule, the bags, they're not even buckets. They're like canyons. They literally, they've even got a waterfall that is dragging the balls in as they're coming towards it.
You can't even get too close to them, you get sucked in.
It's like a white rapid ride.
Yeah.
You don't want to get caught on the way to it because you'll never get back out again.
Seen someone's already been taken to hospital by slipping down one of them holes. I actually saw a rabbit pop his head out of one of them as well.
Wasn't it you last night?
Yeah, it was me, yeah.
And Nick Chalk, this is the qualifying round on the winner's side.
Shout out to Chalky.
We will have some replays today, and there's some decent shots. We did have a few yesterday as well, to be fair. As soon as there's something decent that comes up, we'll get it fired up. I would have had one earlier, but I forgot to switch it on. Bit of a rush this morning, sorry boys. Nothing was quite ready. Finished quite late last night.
That was a good finish for Marc there.
That was a good finish. The way he's playing, I'm kind of expecting nothing less, really. Yeah, it was a very nice clearance, was he? Cheers, Stephen Yule. Well, no. So Graham Hampson, who sat next to me, has just said it might be the first whitewash, but it wasn't a complete whitewash, was it, Jamie? I think the wound's partially healed now, so I can probably have a bit of a poke at him.
No comment.
I did have to console him a little bit last night. He was a bit upset. Bless him.
It is a little bit frustrating, but it's the nature of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Tournaments are difficult. Got to win game after game after game. But it's a little bit upsetting that I could sort of go from one extreme to the other. I'm in the back room and I'm fizzing around thinking I'm the best player here and I'm confident and I'm just dishing. Pulled off a 4-0 deficit to miss a ball to win 8-5, but to eventually win 8-6, and then to come in here and let the pressure of the stream just completely change my game. Look like a completely different player, so it is a little bit frustrating, but I'll get over it one day, Jakes.
Oh well, mate, there's plenty more tournaments to come.
I'll probably just stick to the money side of things for now. You've only got to win one game, and I could just about manage that.
That's true, but I think playing against all there's different varieties of players. Your game adapts, and you've got to change it up a little bit here and there.
It does, mate. Yeah, I feel like I can mix up with anyone when I'm here, and especially in that back room. I'm a lot more confident, but there's definitely a bit of a pressure out here on the stream. That's a double I've got over Scott Ross now. I'm not rubbing it in, but maybe a little bit.
I actually heard that there was a little bit of tension between you yesterday. Is that right?
Me and her.
You and Scott Ross?
Well, when I went up to him and rubbed it in his face that I bashed him 5-0 in the tour before, and he only had 2 breaks and I had 5 dishes.
No way.
I thought I'd let him know that before we played. And then he was 4-0 up on me. I just thought, I'm not having this. I started playing like 2-second shot clock and just dished everything. But no tension though. Scott's a nice lad and
good. Glad to hear it.
No tension at all. There might be a bit of tension if I would have lost. But yeah, Simmons.
Barney Douglas says play some safety every now and again.
Are you talking about me, Simmons, or are you talking about a player? Who said play safety? That's not in my locker. It's not in my arsenal. But it makes you'd think that when you watch me on stream, I need to play safety because I can't pot a ball. But in the back room, I'm a completely different player.
And I never thought that someone who loves the attention like you do would be worried about a stream. I thought you'd live up to it.
The thing is, I'm used to it all my money games, but I play bad in them as well. It's just lucky I just play bad people for money. It's a bit different here.
So, getting back to the game. He's played the double so he can hold. It's a good shot. He has come a little bit far. He's just slightly off straight. So, he's probably going to have to follow this through to take the one into the corner first.
Yeah, you asked me if I played so I was just trying to be funny, saying Simmons. You're talking about me.
Yeah.
Every time they mention him, I think, are they giving me a compliment?
I was actually, do you know what, I was so close to writing your name in as Fit Simmons. I just didn't know whether Seb would appreciate it.
No. Play that nicely. Drop this in and drop the black in. Get his first frame on the ball. He needs it. Can't be letting too many frames away, especially against some of the Marc's class.
Played that very well. Just a tiny little bit of screw back. Bit of a poke, and that is Goobs off the board.
Scoob.
Sorry, it's one of my mates. Plays on my local team. Cracking player, actually. I don't know whether you might have come across him at some point. Jason Buck.
Maybe. I don't know, mate. No.
Very good player. He's played on the IPA a few times, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's great to watch. I think you'd actually enjoy giving him a few frames.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy playing. He's Chippy. He was having a little chat with me last night, and he was got me a beer because I won him a bet. He was had a keen eye on me at 4-0 down. I thought I'm going to start playing like him, but he said he'd like to have a couple of practice sessions with me, so that's nice.
Nice, yeah. So, Craig Gawley, it is me, Jakob Tungelund, the man behind the stream, and Jamie Satnav Simmons. We'll probably be commentating for a lot of today. So, Scott Gillespie to break. I'm doing you now. Although I just can't get the words out. That is a massive break.
Yeah, I need to get a taxi to the Reds, doesn't he?
Got to be yellows, isn't it?
Got to be yellows.
Or I don't know actually. If you let's have a look at the overhead. Let's just see what's going on with these. Let's go have a look what's going on with these balls down on the cushion. Oh well, the red goes down there. So actually,
if you're confident of screwing that long one in the middle of the table in the opposite pocket and then cannon into the red and black, then you're red a plum.
Yeah.
But if you want to go yellows, you need to get on that yellow on the valve quick, and then you need to get the black out quick.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So yellows are definitely the easier balls up until the black.
Up until the black. But the reds are also easy.
So I mean, yeah.
Because if you've got to get the black out, you've got to get them reds out as well. But it's your opening shot. The
Do you know
opening
what?
shot could open them up.
I think I would be using this, the ball that's nearest the black spot into the middle.
I'll tell you what I'll be doing. Sorry to interrupt.
Go for it. That's all right.
Oh, no, I don't know what you're doing, Jake, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
All right, Satnav.
Right.
Plot your route.
Has he even got an opening yellow low? If you can drop that in the middle, I'm then dropping the other one in the middle. And I'm playing for this one on the bottom rail. Now, I want to be just off straight so I can screw it in and get the black out. If I'm not,
right,
I've then got to play for another yellow to try and get that black out as early as I can.
Right.
Or if you're confident in your long game, I'd screw that long red in the far corner and just cannon into the two reds together.
So I'm thinking the yellow near the black spot. Push that into the middle first.
Yep.
Right. Running forward slightly. And so you're probably about 6 inches away from the middle pocket, this side of it, and then use that ball.
Yeah, no.
It's a bit straight, see. I'd have used that ball to come into the black and the red.
Perfect, mate. He's going to put that in the middle, screw back. even where the white is now or just before, and then cut that one in over the corner and come down and nudge into the red to knock the black over the out, and you might be on that one down the rail as well. Bish bash bosh. It's so easy in this game.
That was roughly what I was thinking, but just using this yellow now to push them out the way instead.
I would definitely screw this back about 6 inches and then play the one into the corner and be sending the white down towards the 2 reds and black.
Luke Towner wants to know when your next game is, mate.
Big up Towner. How you doing, mate? I'm playing Craig Day.
Are you still playing? I thought it was off. I thought you said it was off.
Nah, but
You've forgiven him?
I've forgiven him, yeah, and I've forgiven him. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks, that is.
I'll tell you what.
2 weeks Friday.
That's actually not a bad shot, right?
To be honest, I never consider a safety. I'm like, yeah, just do that, pot this, clear that.
Not a bad shot at all.
I'm always thinking about the out.
So,
the problem with me yesterday is there's people who wanted to back Craig that are here, and my game after. Now I'm playing so well in the back room that everyone's saying to me, "I'm not backing him against you. I'm losing my opponent's backers." Then I'm playing on the stream like a melon, so I'm probably losing myself backers as well. So my game's going to be about £50 pots now. I've lost them and me backers. I've had a nightmare.
So, yeah, so Farnsworth actually can't see anything of any value here. And he's probably going to struggle to find anything of any value. Because either way you look at it, he's going to disturb something by that black. And I don't think that the red that's by the right next to the black, I don't think that comes off the ball on the bottom cushion to go anywhere of any use. I'll tell you what. No, I don't think he's still not even got the angle for that. That's a horrible predicament to be in. Yeah, Craig Marsh
I know what
still
I'll be doing, but
go on, go for it.
Well, the red closest to the black, I'd be topping that dead straight, and I'd be knocking the black on and off the cushion, so these yellow don't go, but my red down the rail still goes, and I'd be topping it through, and oh, there we go. Is that what he's doing? No, he's playing the other one.
He could, do you know what?
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I would have done. But I'd left the white where it was, but I'd have done the same thing, but played it a bit harder on and off the cushion.
See the problem now?
So I've covered his yellow.
Sorry?
That's a good shot by Scott. Nearly a good shot. I mean, it ain't bad a shot. Marc's going all that attack here. I fancy him getting these. I actually fancy him getting these for me. But he gets the first ball, stuns it, and then plays the other one over the other hole, far side, and gets his balls out. I'd stun it.
That could not have worked out any better.
Yeah, he's done well. Either in or over the hole. It's a good result.
I think he was better off not potting that
Probably.
than potting it. I mean, I know that's just not in your DNA.
It isn't, mate. Nah, I had a similar one yesterday and I tried to pull it off about 3 ball, flicking it down the rail, coming off his ball, and it stayed over the hole. And I thought, as it goes, that's probably for the better.
Mate, when you were trying to get the skill shot yesterday, it was.
I don't even want to.
It was. I could see the frustration mounting. It was.
Yeah.
So it was.
I wasn't hitting it because on the stream
you
he's got no natural instinct, no natural ability. Just you're playing shots with, just I don't know, with a stiff arm. We've got 600 viewers on Facebook at the moment.
That's not a bad going. Let's have a look on YouTube what we've got there. We are currently on 261 on YouTube as well.
Scott's played a nice shot there. He's covered the bag. I hate it when someone covers the bag.
Well, surely it just leaves you open for the skill shots, Simo.
It does indeed, mate. It leaves you open for all that attack. I'm playing Craig Day. I don't know. It depends what he can raise and I can raise. I should be able to raise £1 million, but I think the backing people in the country, they're sort of gamblers, so they don't like a sure thing. They like to risk money and like hope they win. So that's why people don't back me, because they ain't really into like guaranteed money.
Sorry. Adam Kirk said Mick Hill easily beats both of these, right? Do you know about Adam's fascination with Mick Hill? Well, Nick Finch just said, Adam, I've got a poster of Mick wearing chaps covered in baby lotion. Make me an offer. Excellent.
I think he'd sell his soul for that.
Yeah, what's the date and the venue of your game?
I'm playing in Spenny's in Bridgewater, which is my venue.
Nice.
And I'm going to get up at nice and I'll have a practice. It's not this Friday, but the Friday after. I think it's like the the Saturday or... No, I can't even think of the date. I don't know. It's in 2 weeks. It's the end of the month. And yeah, I mean, he's saying he could get 5-10 grand, so more for them, but I personally think it's impossible for me to lose that match. Especially now I've started practicing. Not impossible, but nearly. I'll definitely win, let's put it that way.
Let's have another little look, right? That's Let's have a closer look at this end of the table.
It's gonna go mental now. The commentary is Jakob. You're interested in a bet, Nick? Is that what you're saying? You just give me a shout, mate. Come along for a beer.
Hold on for 2 seconds.
Sam? Is there any quick way?
What's Craig saying? I've seen the reply from Casey. He will against you. I won't melt like I did against Marshy and Fitzsimon. Settle in a bit better for money. If I played like I did in the back room against Scott Ross and Siddit and Fernie, then I've got no chance. It's nice to see a lot of the top boys here. As, everyone was saying they got money on me, like trying to put a bit of pressure on me, but everyone was backing me as well. And I had a right to, because I had a couple of nice wins. Yeah, my match will be getting streamed, my money game against Craig. Last time I played there, I played Ollie Bell at Spenny's, and I come good in that match, 23-16. I was like, no, 23-15 I think. I was 13-9 down. And then I won about 10 in a row. I missed the ball to win 23-14, but I won 23-16 in the end, that was the score. Sorry, it's just me in the commentary at the moment. I don't like doing things technical. It's only one button away, but I don't want to press it. Nice one, Chalky. It's free money, mate, trust me. The last 10 money games I've played, I haven't really practiced for, and I've got drunk while I play, but I'm doing things a bit differently now. I'm starting to have a little bit of practice. Shout out to Chris Willits. You alright, son? You don't look too pleased with that. I'm not sure what he was. Was he trying to get the black off, or? Of course he was. He's on reds, isn't he?
It's funny, you know, because
on reds.
because if he was trying to move the black, why was he trying to move the black? Because a player of this calibre, I always wonder about this. Players of this calibre, why do they feel the need to move a black that's on a cushion when it's completely potable, and the chances of them missing a ball down the rail are fairly limited, in my opinion.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. What
Yes,
you're
it could make your life easier, but is it more of a risk to try and make that ball come off the cushion and leave yourself in a position like this? I mean, I know this isn't the toughest position in the world he's in, but you're potentially risking yourself having a tougher shot for the sake of making another shot easier that you could have potted easily anyway.
If you can miss that first, you'll have your cannon into the next one, but you can't.
Oh, he's just nudged that a little bit safe, hasn't he? I'll tell you what, he's pretty much got the angle to be able to get it straight back out again there.
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah, but I think it was pretty straightforward to get that black out.
Yeah,
I mean,
see,
9 times out of 10 he would have done it.
Ryan Davey agrees. Don't move balls that go.
Yeah, it's better to play simple, Paul, but when you're a basher like me, I'll be trying to get the black off and all 3 reds off the cushion.
Yeah, do you know what? If anything, I think if he was going to try and move a ball before then, rather than it being the black, he should have concentrated on this red and yellow that are on the cushion over here, because they are more of an issue than the black is. The black's actually.
I thought he was trying to nudge the black, knowing he's going to leave the perfect angle on the double as well, so it's a 2-way shot, but you could have just played for the double, I guess, couldn't you?
So what's he doing here?
Or he's going to flick into it.
Has he got an angle to play that? No, he doesn't want to, so he's taking on the double. So he's then got to make sure that he's leaving himself. Oh, I'll tell you what, he did leave himself a very nice angle to be able to get out then. So, Stephen Allen, does that mean that you've tuned in on YouTube?
Are the scores updating at the moment? Can we get some scores, Jakob?
Yeah, we can, sure thing.
Jakes.
So I'm just going to fire those over to you as well, the Q score link.
I want to see how my old bets are getting on. I don't fancy my bets. I reckon all my 3 bets are going to lose. My treble, but I went for a bit of value. Oh right, one's losing horribly.
So Jack Whelan has won against Sean Chipperfield. Liam Dunster's 6-2 up on Craig Marsh. That is your favourite nearly out, mate. Sorry. 2-0 to Tom Cousins against Simon Fitzsimmons. I thought that was going to be an epic game, actually, both of them. The only reason why they're not playing it on stream is because they've already been on the stream already. So we're trying to mix it up a little bit where we can.
Yeah.
The only exception to that was we had Jack Whelan on here a couple of times yesterday. So it's 4-all between Marc Boyle and Ben Davies. Arf and Dad's 4 frames trailing to 6 against Matt Lawrenson. Obviously, this frame it's 4-1. This game it's 4-1, and Gareth Hibbert's 5-3 up on Jordan Shepherd. Do you know what? I had Gareth Hibbert down to win that game. I know that Jordan's firing on all cylinders, and I got told yesterday that everybody else thought it would be Sheppy that won it.
No, to be honest, mate. When, no disrespect to Sheppy, but I felt the same with Gareth and how solid he is. I backed Sheppy. I put him in my last bet just because I had 2 Welsh boys, and I thought I'm just going to go for a look at a Welsh trio. But I thought that would be a tough game, that one.
Gareth just doesn't really do anything wrong, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He's got all the wisdom and the talent there as well, and it's almost like every shot he plays the right shot.
That's right, and he's very composed.
Definitely. It's a bit like Andy Lucas. I think Andy Lucas only really misses as if he's tired.
Has he ever missed?
I'm not sure.
I think I saw him miss once, but I'm sure he got a kick and it rolled off. Still went in, but it was nearly miss anyway.
So I've commentated a bit on Andy Lucas' games before because we both play on the Southern England Blackball Tour, and we had a bit of a crack actually because do you know Dean Daly? You probably know Dean Daly, don't you? He's from down London way. I think he plays for East London. I know you're not a London boy, but you're down that way.
I was brought up in East London, mate. I am the East London boy. But go on.
Yeah, and so he refers to Andy Lucas as the Chuck Norris of Poole.
Oh yeah,
which I think is quite accurate.
I think you told me that the other day, hence me questioning whether he's missed. But I like it.
Robert Clark, Tom Cousins is 2-0 up currently, from what I can see on Q Score anyway.
Yeah, it's
There's
probably
no live scoring in here.
It's probably a little bit more than that at the moment. They've been playing a while now.
Well, actually, you say that, but there's not so many games on today, so they might be keeping a good track of it.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, I agree, Nick Finn. He's a great player to watch. Fantastic. So, back to the game.
Bags of experience.
Goobs has got bags of experience here, look.
I've got loads of experience at losing. Trying to swing that around.
Oh, come on, it was only a little bit. It's just one match. The rest of them, I think you played pretty solid.
I did. I played well in the middle parts. I ain't trying to blow in my own trumpet, but I played terrible against Marshy, but he played even worse, and he got bad luck. So, not that I played bad, I just felt terrible.
So let's have a look at these angles. So he's obviously going to.
I've got a game against a Scottish lad coming up. I've already beat one of you Scots. I beat one of you Scots yesterday. I've done the double over one of you Scots. Listen, I'm only a basher, mate. I don't even play the game. I don't really play.
Santa's just asked if you'd come to Scotland for a game.
Yeah, I'm talking to Santa now.
Are you paying for his travel?
I haven't practiced in 2 years. I've put in 2 practice sessions in the last 2 years, so I'm not up there with you boys. Sport's not even my number one sport. But I'll just turn up.
That other thing you told me about last night, that's not a sport.
Oh, right.
It'll never get into the Olympics.
It's sort of like diving, but.
Yeah, Bryn, I fully agree, mate.
I'm only in this sport to win a bit of money, and that's it. And I do that quite well.
I just like having a bit of a poke at the bear.
If you're talking about coming to Scotland and playing Boyle, I do think I'd bash Boyle, to be honest, but getting the money would be a challenge.
I think it might be as well. Quite a popular lad.
I'm playing with my own money. Like, I won't miss too much though, would I? I actually like playing the better players. Thanks, Richard. I do like playing the better players when it comes to money. It's like I've just arranged a game with Chippy. When it comes to my own money, just for like 100 to 200 quid. But I don't class them as money games, really. It's just a bit of practice.
That's about the only kind of money game I play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you never played one before?
Only for a couple £100.
Well, you have to draw a line somewhere, I think, and I've only ever
definitely.
classed anything over £250 a man for money.
I just like to keep it friendly. And I only want to back myself. I don't want anybody else to be backing me. I wouldn't like that pressure. I don't like to feel like I'm letting people down. So, for me, at my talent level anyway, I think I'm better off just sticking to just putting my own money in.
I don't like to let people down, mate. That's why I tend not to lose. I wouldn't mind losing one day, though, just to see what it feels like. I sort of forgot.
You got amnesia?
Well, no, it's just been so long. I can't remember that long.
If you, mate, if you go to www.facebook.com/Elite 8 Ball TV and look back to last night's timeline, there's a record of your game.
Yeah. So I was trying to read a comment as well. Ryan Davies, 10k a man. To be honest with you, everyone keeps asking me for money games recently, and I've got so many set up. I'm like the most booked-in player out there at the moment. I've literally got 4 games booked up before the end of the year, and I've got to deal with them first.
So, William, just saying, yes, it is a bit slow, but it is a tactical frame. They don't come along all the time with these top players, but I don't think either of them want to just throw frames away. So, I guess we're watching this one out. Sorry, I'll whack the camera angle back over.
I might play Scott Ross for the right start.
With the right start.
With the right start,
You
yeah.
beat him anyway.
I've beat him twice now. I think I'm
There you
like
go.
14-5 up on frames, but
Always hankering after a start.
no, I definitely need a start though. Let's be honest. That's just the facts.
Well, that's absolutely fine.
So
I'll come along. I'll
Have you not seen me play on stream? I might beat all these noddies, but I'm useless when I do
That
beat
was
them.
a cracking effort.
That was a great effort. Let's watch that back.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah, the answer's no, yeah. I can't book more games up. Plus, when people ask me for games, I sort of just say no anyway. I ask people for games. If you're that good, why do you need a start? I'm not that good though. Simple as that, isn't it?
I was actually thinking of getting a can of that Stark, you
I
bastard.
don't even really play the game. I'm not good. I just win a lot of money games. It don't make me good. I'm playing noddies. No disrespect to the people I've played, but you're noddy. If I decide to play you for money, I promise you, you're going to lose. Simple as that. And 36 out of 42 times I've been right. Exactly, I don't practice. Pretty big bollocks. I'll just talk the truth. If that's what it is, though, that's what it is. Plus I know the truth winds people up. and it's funny, everyone gives me grief, and then I'm here with the mic now, you're all listening to me. You ain't even here for the ball, are you? You just want a little chat with me.
So, while Marc works out this shot, hold on, let's see if he plays it. No, he's not going to. Right, okay. While he's
I do play with my own money.
right, let's have
I have
Scott
£2
Ross
grand on every
quick
game I play.
let's have a quick look at this shot from another angle.
You can't put me in that
With the
category with other
start.
people. Right, let's watch this replay.
You beat him anyway. Sorry, boys.
I've beaten
chosen
twice
a slightly
now.
bad
I
timing.
think I'm
Might be
like
there you go.
14-5 up on frames, but
All
3 grand
hankering
against
after a
it.
start.
No, I definitely need to
What's
start
this?
though.
Look how close
Let's
this
be
is.
honest. That's just a fact. That was an unbelievable shot.
Well, that's absolutely fine.
So
I'll come along.
This could be a tiny bit.
I'll
fun. Have you not seen me play on stream?
would
I
have
might
been a
beat all
fantastic
these
shot, wouldn't it?
noddies, but I'm you. That's what we're doing now, Jack. We're talking about the shot on the table. We like to mix it up, mate. You know, we talk about predictions, we talk about the game, we talk about our own games. We talk, you know, can't please everyone, but that's why we mix it up. Listen, the real number one is on commentary. It's only he imitates me. You know, he's the one running around saying I'm the number one, and I am the person who is the number one. So I'm not imitating him, am I? He's been trying to imitate me for years. Anyway, let's get back to the pool. I have no idea what's going on. It's got on red today. No, it's on yellows. Everyone loves it. That. What's he saying? That. How much you're loving yourself right now? I love myself. I do. You're playing with more than your own money at the moment. Stop touching. I don't even know what that means. What's that mean?
I think he's just saying you're bigging yourself up.
Oh, I'm famous for bigging myself up. I ain't gonna stop now, am I? I know how much everyone loves it. I just told the truth, though. The truth hurts. Don't hurt me. I love it.
Sorry if the audio went a bit mental there.
The thing is, people have got to understand as well. When you're a money player, you've got to sell yourself. You've got to sell the games. You've got to attract the games. And when I was winning loads, I kept getting called out by a certain group of people. Kept bringing my name up, and eventually I went snap. And here I am. The haters, they've arrived. There'd only be 200 people watching this stream if I wasn't commentating.
So, back to the game anyway.
Tell me about my greatest victory. old Rusty. To be honest, mate, there's so many of them. I've got more victory stories than most people. I mean, my greatest victory was probably in Ireland when I was 24-17 down, and they was all chanting and cheering in my face, thinking everyone playing all the Irish music, jumping around, and I reeled off 8 frames back to back with one of the best clearances in deciders the world has ever seen. They obviously deleted the stream straight after that sick performance they did. The second I finished, I went on, and I know a few people, they only streamed like last few frames, but then they took it straight off. But that was a good victory. I've got 36 of them stories, mate, but I don't want to bore everyone. Seb was a good victory, but I was always going to win that game.
That was hilarious.
It was a good way to win with fluke.
I'm sorry, but actually, outside of the fact that you played very good pool during that match, if you weren't on commentary, there'd be over 100 viewers. There's like 690. So anyway,
yeah, Gallo in my corner.
The best bit about that whole thing was actually Craig Blackford faceplant in the table.
Faceplant in the table.
My word, it was hilarious.
And the worst part of the whole thing was Craig slapping me around the ear 10 seconds later, and all I could hear was for the next half hour.
I bet that's all Craig could win as well. Could hear as well.
You want to hear about my greatest shot, Rusty? That was a tequila, mate. It was a tequila suicide. Sniff the salt, drink the shot, lemon in the eye, and then a slap right in the face.
I'll tell you what, Marc has had more valid attempts at getting these balls than I could even think up.
I don't know, mate. I was getting my balls out last night quite well.
So anyway, let's stick to the game for a little bit.
Oh, the game. I was talking about something else.
Sorry, Jim. We're just keeping a few people entertained.
Can't please everyone.
Rusty, leave it out. We're trying to talk about the game now.
Neil, I beat Noddies for money. Yeah, and I win 1 game of pool.
So
I don't beat world-class players in tournaments winning 10 back-to-back matches. There's a bit of a difference.
Anyway, you lot.
The prettiest woman I've had, I had a girl pestering me like for so long to get with me, and I mugged her off so many times. I did get with her, but I just mugged her off. And it wasn't long later, I looked in the paper, and she was in the last 5 of page 3 idle. When I was looking at that, I was thinking, what have I done? So I tried inboxing her, but she didn't reply. But I did sort her out.
Brilliant.
Anyway. Oh my, you boring man. Yeah, my life's really boring.
Hold on, sorry. What have I just seen?
Welcome to the new world.
What have I just seen?
Alright, let's have a little action replay of this shot. The life of Simo, you don't even want to know, mate. It goes deeper. My army days, my working abroad days, my fighting days.
I'll tell you what, right?
Tell my kids one day.
Yeah, no, I didn't either, Nick Chalk, because we were a bit busy nattering. But if you give me a minute, when they're setting up the balls, and I'll fire the action replay up.
Great shot.
Wow.
Great shot. Let's get a replay of this.
That was some shot.
Right, let's have a quick look at this.
Replay.
So, watch this shot.
Look at this finish here, everybody.
Watch this shot.
This reminds you of me. I'll stop winding you up now. Look at this. What has just happened?
what actually just happened
He
there?
just went through the ball.
I
It's like a ghost shot. Why you? Was there even room to get that through there?
Oh well. Well, that's what I thought. So.
My greatest
I mean-
hustle was actually when I played
hold on a
Seb.
minute, right corner. Let's have a. We might, if I've got enough time, might even be able to do this from another angle. Wow. Okay, so there is. Watch this, guys. So we'll have this from another angle. Okay. There is a little bit of room, but I mean
that black in that in a while.
was.
He was right about that black, Jakob.
What's that?
He was right about that black. 'Cause it stayed there in the end, and he potted it, and he was slightly awkward queuing.
Exactly. You want, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys, but I haven't got an overhead camera angle. Instant replay. Yeah, quite. Did you watch the replays there, Adam Kirk? If not, go on YouTube. Go on the game on YouTube, and you'll be able to rewind it a bit. I played it twice. I played it from a couple of different angles.
Right, ladies and gents, I'm just going to go outside to medicate, and I'll be back.
That was some shot.
I don't mean I'll leave the stream because I'm going. Don't worry, I won't be long. Yeah, back to
Simo now. Rusty, sort your life out. Come on.
Rusty's a legend, mate. He knows the drill.
Rusty's a little wind-up merchant. That's what Rusty is.
No, the bloke's an absolute legend. Let me just read that last comment. I like it when people insult me. It's like they play into my hands. I love it.
You needed the shot where he nearly got that last red out too. Yeah, no, I played that on the replay. So it is Marc Farnsworth to break. And we are back to the game. So we'll Marc Farnsworth is all systems go this morning. I love how much control he's got over this break. Richard Reed, Goobsy wins this match. He's got a bit of work to do, if he's going to. It is now 5-1 to Marc Farnsworth, and Marc is in destroy mode. So let's see what he's got. Marc's playing wicked, really, really well. Oh yeah. 5-1 to Marc Farnsworth. So, what colour are we going here? Let's see. He's got to go yellows, hasn't he? There's not a yellow on the table that doesn't go. I can't see these not being relieved of the table. Oh, still goes. Still goes. So, Simon might have been talking about himself. I think he was egged on a little bit by Rusty there. Rusty, behave yourself. I think he's actually he's not normally like that. Spent quite a bit of time talking to Simo. Good mate. And yeah, he's got a lot more humility when you're just talking to him, and he's not on the pool scene giving it the large one. Stephen Slater, you're more than welcome to come and adjust the camera angles for me if you like. I just leave it on the overhead camera angle for a little bit so that people can work out a route of where they think they'd go. And then we're back to the game. maybe that was a little bit tighter than we thought. He is human after all. Got to miss every now and again. Yeah, I agree. He does need to rein it in a little bit on stream. It's just part of his act, isn't it? Likes to put a certain persona out there to try and reel people in. And at the end of the day, it's people like him that attract viewers, basically because people either love him or hate him, which is fine. Seems to work pretty well for George Tierney. Seems to work pretty well for Simo. Gets lots of games. Gets games from people who kind of just want to donate money, I think. That's a good starting point for Goobs there. I wonder whether that will affect Marc at all, that he's missed that shot to go for the clearance, because they were all there. We sometimes talk about turning points. Can't see it. He's been playing absolutely fantastic, but you never know. So I wonder what the scores are between Hibbert and Sheppy. Let's have a look. We are looking at Tom Cousins is 6-1 up on Simon Fitzsimmons. Wow. Simon Fitzsimmons was playing awesome last night against Simo. Dan Davey is 7-3 up on Andy Appleton.
Simon, let me just, I've just come back. Simon's actually 7-2 down.
7-2, wow.
He's got a tough black to stay in the match. Craig Marsh has just been beat.
By the Duster. I prefer to call him the android, to be fair, because he is literally like a robot. Jack Whelan's taken out Sean Chipperfield. I thought that might happen, to be fair. Jordan Shepherd is 8-7 down to Gareth Hibbert.
Yeah, I don't think
He's come back a
was
bit.
talking to Chippy last night, and he's not that confident in his game at the moment. Obviously an absolute machine of a player, but he didn't have a lot of confidence in himself.
Arf and Dad is 9-7 down to Matt Lawrenson. Mark Boyle 5-7 down to Ben Davies. I'm trying to remember what the bet was that I put on now.
I had Ben, Sheppy and Marshes. That's out the window.
I had Matt.
I was reaching a bit with my bet, I think.
There we go. Tom Cousins now 8-2.
Oh, he's missed that black. He was plumb, but he played a bad positional shot.
What a result that is, 8-2 at this level.
Very good. I don't know how these top players do it, but sometimes when you know you're up against someone extremely good, it can put yourself under a bit of pressure. If you never heard of the bloke, your favourite, you go out there guns flying and you don't miss a ball, but sometimes people can get it in their head that they're playing Cousins or...
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do that against me last night. He didn't think, oh, I'm playing Simo, you know, and he didn't like melt. I don't know why. He played like a machine.
He didn't play like a melt because you're a melt.
Yeah. I mean, at least one of the Simmons ones, but...
It wasn't the fit one then.
Yeah.
So he's got a tough shot here. I think. Let's have a little nose on one of the other angles.
No, I think he's right here, mate. He's just going to drop this in, roll it through about 10 inches. Leave yourself a cut back on there, black. There we go. Plum.
Let's have a little look from here.
No, Seb's not in the tournament, no.
Come on, Gibbs, get out of the way of the camera.
Who'd Seb lose to in the end? Do you have any idea?
I'm not sure, actually.
I had a double on me and Seb last night, that come in.
And that is 5-2.
Both
That is a big difference. 5-2 to 6-1. Massive. I know it's all just a big part of the uphill battle, but
Well, it's gone from a ski slope to a little slope now, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe you're looking to pot a ball for this break.
So when you left, I was just starting to discuss the whole turning points in games, and when Marc just missed that little cut, whether that might affect him at all. Because he's now lost that frame, and he's sat and he looks a little bit on the miffed side, should we say? Whereas his demeanour before was completely different.
Yeah, he's a top professional though, Marc. I'm sure he's still composed.
So Seb lost to Andy Appleton. Thanks for that, John Lee.
I think you can let off a bit of grief sometimes. It's better to let it out. And if you put in it, well, we didn't want to do that. Did not want to screw straight enough. Which is pretty obvious, but am I going to stop ducking Toby? I mean, if anything, it's the other way round. It's me who's tried to set the game up 4 times and it never happened, but he said no. I've got the inbox evidence.
I think that'd be a good game.
It'd be a good game for me and my backers.
The only problem I think that is there, Toby doesn't see a lot of value in some games, and
He didn't see the value in playing me before. That's why he rejected me twice. But then he saw me play bad on stream, and I think he wanted it after that.
the problem is that Toby is running out of players that he can play
Well, that's the problem. He's
without stepping up to the elite.
he's a money player. He's not a hustler, so he's struggling for games. Always going to be tough games. A lot of people are just money players and they play their best. They haven't really worked out the art of it yet. Like when I train my little one up, I'm going to train him up behind closed doors. So he'll be unbelievable. Then she's going to go on stream playing like a noddy. Then we're going to set up a 50 grand game, and she's going to win it like wrong-handed. That's the art of hustling. But no one's really cottoned on yet. Only me and my backers are cottoned on. But I'd never want to be a money player, mate. It's too stressful. I like getting drunk and turning up and just playing bad and winning.
Seems to have worked out all right for you so far.
Well, it has, mate, yeah. You don't think I'm just awesome and win all these games, do you? I'm actually, it's a hustle.
So anyway, back to the game. What are we going?
I am going.
We're going reds or yellows.
Well, I'm going reds, mate, and I'm playing this yellow onto the other red.
Yep. To push it down.
Push it
near the
down.
bottom pocket.
And I'm going to stun it. And I'm going to get on the red next to the black. So I could get the other one out of the way in the middle.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I'm screwing back 8 inches here. Yeah, that's fine as well. You didn't have to get on it straight away. The other
I
one.
think I think he's chosen to play the one into the middle now, hasn't he?
Yeah, as long as you was getting on that middle early. It's all about getting on the hard balls. He's got one out and he's paid for the other one, which is exactly what he wanted to do.
So, if you haven't already, guys, if you could share the stream, that would be amazing. Do a little bit of the work for us. Obviously, you guys get it out to completely different places to what we would. Isn't it funny? So, Marc's pushed this ball down and it's gone over the cushion, and yet he was trying to move the black in the last frame because it was on a cushion. I know, obviously, it's a bit different because it's not so far away from the pocket and it is slightly off, but sometimes I'd rather have a ball that was on the cushion than just slightly off it.
Would you? I'm actually quite different for that. I'd rather it to be slightly off. I feel like I could see the angle better. But each to their own, ain't it?
Hello, Jack Whelan. Hi, Lee Washbrook.
Oh,
Good to see you on board.
He's chose to go yellows here. I ain't paying too much attention, but it was
To be
both
fair,
pretty nice.
he had made them go a little bit better, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Although he's got to now get on this ball that's down below the black.
Sometimes when you've got 2 shots and or you got a 3 shot and both balls are semi-alright, you can sort of try and open them both and then make a decision how they fall.
Danny Wilson, it's me, Jakob Tungelund, the man behind the stream, and Jamie Simmons, if you hadn't noticed already.
Surely you know
The
Simo's
man.
stream, and you probably just wanted to know who the other person was. But no one recognises my voice. The amount of people I've been...
Thank you very much, Robert Sideway. You're more than welcome to go and run the stream and do the commentary if you want, mate. No problem at all.
That's a compliment, clowns, mate. Clowns are entertaining. People pay good money for them. They're funny.
I suppose that's a good point, actually, mate.
They pay for them to come to parties. If you want to pay for me to come to a party, I'm all for it.
So, got a question for you. Did he play to open up the Reds, or was he playing to open up the Yellows? Given how they fell, and he's now gone Yellows.
I think he was planning to open both of them.
Good point. But I think normally...
and some people might think that's silly, but sometimes you could do that. If you've got two balls together and you spread them apart, usually two balls together means they both don't go. So, but he might have been trying to play Reds and put one on the cushion and re-evaluated.
I meant, did he originally have the intention of going Yellows, or
yeah,
do you
well,
think he had the intention of going Reds, but just didn't get the shot quite right?
Yeah, you never know really. I think it was either Reds, Yellows or both. I know I'm right, one way or another.
Actually, I think you're wrong.
Played for nothing. Yeah, leaving himself options, that's the key.
That's a good shout, Bryn.
If you don't know it's me commentating, you will soon, because it won't be longer than 60 seconds before I'm talking about myself.
Nicely played shot. Simple but effective.
Yep. A little bit awkward queuing, but it won't be much of a problem for Mark.
And all of a sudden, that is 6-2, and he's got that lead back.
See you later, Kieran.
Cheers for tuning in, Kieran.
Cheers, mate. I'll catch up with you next week and we do a bit of coaching when I'm not working.
Good afternoon, James Humphreys. Jenksy boy, how's it going? Have you just woken up from a massive monster slumber, catching up on the weekend? Morning, Penners. Good to have you on board,
Kapow. The power of love.
Matt Lawrenson got best non-elite, and he's looking good for the quarters.
5 Gs for the winner.
Nice.
It's like that extra special phone signal, upgrading from 4G.
What is BTF?
Uh,
Can't you say it?
or I can't say, 'cause I have no idea. I ain't got a clue, mate.
Anybody got any idea?
Big toe finger.
David Jakob, what's the...
I don't know. Bacon, tomato, fromage.
Another monster break there.
That was a nice break.
The results, Jamie, are on Q-Score. I'll send the link now so you can have a look. Yeah, Matt Lawrenson, wow, some player. Yeah, I was thinking that, Washy, of having that. We're on the winner's side, so it's a race to 11. I chose to have the Murphys at the top there instead of the game details, which is what I normally do, just for a bit of a difference.
Yeah, he's definitely taking these out, in my opinion. Should be. I mean, I don't know why he's not looking at the Red Bulls.
Toby Bolt, I would love to stream you and Simo playing. So he's just said he's happy to play you for whatever you can raise.
I know you told me 3 times a week, Toby. It ain't like I've got that bad of a memory. And I keep repeating myself. I've got 4 games lined up, and I try to arrange it with you before my other 4. Simon just got beat 8-2 this morning by Tom Cousins.
Yeah, unfortunately John Paul Simon's out now, which is quite a surprise actually, because he was playing Mustard yesterday. Proper machine.
12 hours, Humphreys. I've still been on about 2 or 3 hours a night for about 3 or 4 days now. That's why I'm feeling fresh. Yeah, Fizz is out, mate. It's a good shot by Marc. He's going to leave the 2 balls down here for the end. He'll clear up the top 3. And he'll roll the one down the left rail to get onto one in the middle to roll through for the black. in my honest opinion. But it just depends on this shot, it's a little bit awkward. Now the long one, the one in the middle, top of the table goes. Yeah, Tom's playing well. Sometimes when you're up against these top players, like Simon's a top player himself, but if you're coming against Tom, you can really get in your head a little bit. Because he did have a black to stay in the match, but he must have missed it. I walked off and he's lost 8-2. There was a little swear word earlier, Jenks, but it was a slip of the tongue. It's a little bit awkward queuing here, that's why he's taking his time on it. But he can't get his hand on the table properly. He's played it nicely. So he might play for that one down the rail now, then the other middle. So he's just looking around where he wants to leave it. Yep, he's looking at, taking a look at where he wants the ball in all 3 shots. And he's really looking at the angle and he's going to execute it perfectly. Double checking it. That's why he's a quality pro, Marc. He's walking around the table, knows exactly where he wants to be. He's double checking it. And he's playing it exactly where he wants it. And he's just going to top this through off the cushion. And he's going to try and leave himself pretty straight for the other yellow in the middle. From quarters, is it straight knockout? It is indeed, yes. Yeah, it's knockout all the way through, but there's a winner's side first to 11, and then there's a loser's side. When it gets to the quarters, I'm sure it'll go back up to 11. I don't know if it's redrawn or not. I don't think it is, but
I'm actually just asking Seb because I wasn't aware of that either.
You could probably see on the Q score saying the winner of this pays the loser of that, but if it don't show that, it'd probably redrawn.
Maybe so.
Got the Gill Factor in the house, standing behind the commentary, taking tips.
Score currently is 6-2. Farnsworth.
He's just going to stun this in and play the black in the left middle. He could also drop it in and roll it through if he chooses to. But I'd personally be stunning this. Stopping the white where it is. And the way he's queuing, it looks like he is. Played it nicely. That's going to be 7-2 to Marc. I'd quit myself in that situation. Each to their own, everyone's got a favourite person speaking, but I don't mind anyway, this ain't my profession. If no one likes what I'm saying, I'll be talking anyway. Is it then pretty nice? That wasn't ideal, he's been forced to take reds here.
Yeah, no other option is there.
Nah, and you've got a tough red up there. That's why he's automatically in thinking mode now. Working out how he's going to get around this.
Yeah, Luke Towner, Marc Farnsworth is a bit of a machine.
Now what I'll do now, I'll just roll this red in, leave the white on the bottom cushion, then play the other one over the hole, and I'll be screwing up to move that red. That'd be my shot choice. Thanks, James. I mean, I'm my own favourite as well, so that's 2 of us. I think I'm awesome. Don't feel the same bigging myself up on commentary than when I do it online. When I do it online, I'm just having a bit of banter, but saying it to everyone, it's a bit. I feel a bit cringe.
Thank you very much, Bryn Davis. That is a massive compliment. I don't normally tend to get on the mic much, so I actually enjoy myself.
I only ever get on the mic when I'm absolutely smashed at a rave. I'm like, DJ, give me the mic. And then he, after about 10 seconds, he turns the volume down.
So it looks like we might have a really nice juxtaposition of styles on the stream next, which will be Jordan Shepherd v Liam Dunster. Yeah, there is a reason for that, Jenksy, and that is that you normally hog the mic.
See,
just joking, pal. Love you. Love having you on board.
I mean, look, Scott's a better player than me, but I don't like the way he's gone about this. Not just because he messed that shot up, but I would have been attacking that tough ball earlier. He's obviously got a different idea, and it might work, but he didn't really want to push that red up, touching the yellow.
Penners has just said that you owe him 25 quid because you guaranteed him that you'd win the event.
I was a bargain at 25 quid, mate. Oof.
So, Jenksy, people actually seem to be enjoying the commentary, which is amazing, really, because I thought I was the most boring man on earth.
Second behind me, mate. I don't lose at anything, even if that's being boring.
So, who wins that game out of you? Sheppy or Dunster?
Yeah, it's a tough one, that. It'd be hard for Sheppy because Dunster would take him out of his rhythm, slow him down.
So, to, what's his name? Daniel Dixon. We're only having a bit of a laugh, mate. Simo's a bit of a hustler. Likes to get people hating him, which is cool.
I'm quite well known for talking about myself, and I ain't gonna stop now.
Mate, you want to? I'll tell you what. You want to hear when Kev Moyles gets on it. Now there's a man who likes to be the centre of attention.
To be honest, I try and upset people by talking about myself. So don't play into that my hands.
Maybe you should give him a game.
Yeah, maybe you should play
I'd
me.
love that. So Graham Hampton next to me said, "Oh, I'll give you a game, Simo." I said, "No, actually, maybe I won't."
I'm actually looking for a game. If anyone knows a game today, if Toby wants to come up today, get on your bike. I've only got about a couple of £100 in my pocket, but we'll play for that. We get a little stream on for the fans, so get up here. I'm sure I might be able to get a bit more backing as well. So, Mr. McDaddy, get your car, go and pick Toby up. Come on down.
Jenksy, I fully agree. Gillespie is actually a bit of a unit. I wouldn't want to come across him in a dark alley either.
I wouldn't want to come across him in a light alley. Daylight, night, street lights. Just stay out the alleys.
So I'm going to try to talk about the game for a minute, not so much about yourself for a minute. I'm just going to sort some stuff out for the next game, bud.
I don't know what to say, mate. I can't talk about myself. Jesus. Okay then. Marc's going for a long yellow. He's going to pot this and move the other one.
I think Neil Britton and...
But if I was playing this shot, no, Marc's playing it, so... That's a great shot. They're all plumb, let's be honest. Come on. They're absolutely plumb.
So, you and Neil Britton.
Oh, there we go. Me and Neil Britton,
Is that a game you'd want to play?
Well, not really, no.
Brilliant.
Hello, mother.
Yeah, I think Simo's got some backers.
Yeah, I'm just commentating on the game at the moment. I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, it's fine. I was just seeing if you're alright.
Bless him, he's just had a call from his mum. So, big shout out to Mum on the stream. Hi Mum, how's it going? Your boys done good this weekend?
That's the other commentator just said I've done good. Thanks, Mum.
Commentator?
That's my mate Jacob. Love you too. Bye bye.
So last night I taught him and a few others to say my name properly, and now he's gone back to Jacob.
Say my name, say my name.
Tut, tut, tut.
Yeah, Jakob, Yakes, Jakob. That's his Polish version, Jakob.
My Polish version. My Polish alter ego.
Oh yeah, 7. Would I give you like a 8-star or 10-star, and I'd like loads of dishes, and then you play like a machine. You come back. I think I still did I win that game? Big shout out to Johnny Carr, XLQs, the #1 queue maker in the country by a mile. If you guys need a queue, I'm being genuinely honest about this. If you need a top queue, you want to go to XLQs. And say my name as the token, and he might give you a free tip.
Say my name.
But I'm being straight up with that. I would not have pumped a few of the players. I want to beat Marshy without an XLQ.
That is 8-2.
Because I am useless. I'm in the queue. Got me over the line. So search XLQs on Facebook. Give him a message. And very reasonable priced and excellent quality. I'm late for Sunday dinner. I was late for this stream. I had like sausage, chips, beans, egg and bacon. So Mark's buzzing now. He's 8-2 up.
So
Yeah, 28, 18 was it. What start did I give you, Luke? Was it 8 or 10? He was unlucky the other day against thingy. He played well, didn't he? Couldn't come down for that one in the end. Get your balls out, Simo. We're not on Reggie's stream now. I had more than my balls out.
easy.
I'm talking about pool balls, mate.
Yeah, don't tell him that. Although we haven't got a commentator cam, so we might be alright.
Yeah. Don't get me on the beer. I'll be streaking. Yeah, Mark ain't losing this. No disrespect to Scott, but he's 8-2 down, let's be honest. But anything can happen. It's been done before many times. But the odds are obviously very against him, so let's see what he's got here. He needs to take these out. He can't. He's got to play no miss pool from here on out.
So the interesting thing is,
He's going to play this red off the yellow.
We've got Chris Coatsworth sat listening to the stream
Swipe behind it.
on his phone, right?
Yeah.
When he can actually just come and stick a pair of headphones on.
Oh yeah. He's sitting next to us listening to the stream on his phone, and there's a pair of headphones here. Come on, Coatsy, get involved, son. Yeah, you go for Simo. He's played it off the red. I've called it, and he's alright. But it was a little bit wild at the same time. He needs to be steady now.
Chris Nimbus, Moody. If you have a look at Q score, you'll see what the other scores are. We're in a different room, so we haven't really got any more clue than you have. I'll just put the link up for you. We can run through it in a minute. I'm just doing a couple of bits in the background, and I don't want to take my attention too many other ways than on the game and this. Just trying to sort some stuff out for the next game, as it doesn't all just run itself. I think the next game is going to be an absolute cracker. it'd be an interesting game to watch with the difference in styles as well. The way that Liam plays, slow and methodical, and Jordan being so fast-paced. I wonder which one of them will upset the balance of the other one. It's normally the slow player that upsets the balance of the fast player, isn't it? Because they get out of their rhythm, whereas
Absolutely.
it's difficult to get a slow player out of their rhythm, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm going to go for Sheppy in that game.
Bryn Davis, we've got Liam Dunster and Jordan Shepherd up next.
Is that the losers or winners side?
Let's have a look. Not entirely sure. Losers qualification, that is.
Oh yeah, of course. Sheppy just lost to Hibbert. Yeah. You got any games lined up, Neil Kingsman? Yeah, Marc does a few miles. But he likes to make sure of everything. He looks at every angle, then he double looks at it. He looks at his route. He's a true professional, really. If you get down a bit laxy-daisy and just play for balls, and even if you're like half-inch off, sometimes it can really change things. So you need to make sure. I've seen a few people say that about Lee, but he retired from playing money matches, he said. He hasn't retired from pool altogether. But he's probably just having a nice break, because he's a bit hard done by there. Lee's a top lad, a true professional, does everything right, and he got a lot of stick for something that wasn't even his fault, so, and it was uncalled for.
8-3. Goob's showing that he's taking this seriously. He's not going to go down without a fight.
But I heard Lee played well in the old tournament the weekend, so he's got his swag back. Ain't played much in the end of the comp. Leicester tour. I don't know how he got on past the semis, but I know he was in the semis.
Glad to have your cue back, Lee. Had a little drive the other day from Banbury up to
Yeah, he got to the final. Well played there, Lee.
Club 99 to drop his...
So people shouldn't really make jokes about Lee and stuff like that. That Lee is a thief. It's not a good thing to say, because I don't believe he is.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
He got messed around with a pot, so...
Lost in the final of the Leicester Tour yesterday.
Yeah, it's a great thing. He beat some good players along the way as
It was
well.
wicked.
Who lost in the final? Am I not involved in this? Is that not turned on?
It's Lee Washbrook lost in the final of the Leicester Tour yesterday.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, just ignored me then. Did he play?
You're very welcome, Lee.
Jakob's got a very busy schedule, to be honest.
Who did he play? Lose to?
Who did you lose to in the final, Lee?
That lady. I can't even say it.
He beat some good players along the way.
I know you beat a lot of good players there, Lee. There wasn't a lot of good players at this venue yesterday. They was all at the Leicester Tour, I was told. So well done for that one, buddy.
So, joining us in the commentary box right now is Lewis Calcutt. Lewis, how's it going?
You actually got the name wrong there.
Oh, sorry. Ivan Drago.
He knows.
He's potted the red and he's eyeing up the yellows here. He hasn't got a lot more options other than yellows.
Matt Lawrenson is now 10-all.
Oh, he ain't even got a...
It was 7-2 up, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
A fantastic player. Not many people heard of.
He's looking like playing the plant in the middle.
This is going to upset our little wager, isn't it, Lewis? Who else was it we had?
I had a tenner on sevenfold, and unfortunately Sean Chipfield stitched me up out of all of them. Little did I realise it was a race to 8.
Yeah, I can't remember who our bet that I put some money on was.
You've got Mark Boyle and Farnsworth.
Mark
To
Boyle
win
and Farnsworth.
£7.
No, it wasn't Mark Boyle, was it? I thought it was Matt Lawrenson.
It was Matt Lawrenson, you're
And
right.
Farnsworth.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I didn't think Matt Boyle was involved.
I think the daddy, Afran, is about to overcome him. Just a bit shocked about that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Farnsworth, I put in favourite for this event. I did have myself and Simmons favourite, but that went out the window yesterday.
Yeah, we both got very unlucky.
We was extremely unlucky losing yesterday.
A few roll off, a few kicks, and it just changed the game.
Yeah, it all kicked off yesterday. They was trying to put us off.
Yeah,
It worked.
They brought in a couple of birds at the bar, huge.
A lot of distractions, walk-on women,
Oh yeah.
and
It just made us lose.
that's it.
Where did they go?
Some people just do what
Well, they left the second we lost.
yeah, they did their job and that was it.
Mate,
They
that's
took their money.
bang
and they
out of
went.
order, really.
But I've,
Bang out of order.
yeah, I've got Farnsworth to win this tournament, and £5,000.
Tell you what, he's playing well enough.
You can see that red straight, so these reds ain't too bad. He's got one problem red. He's going to try and get on that in the middle.
Well, I don't think he's got any problem with red. It's the black, because he could pot that yellow, that red to the left side.
He's moving the black now. He's going to try and pot that with the black. Yeah, skill shot. That's a great
very
shot.
good shot. The other way would have been to pot that red on the left cushion, then pot that one in the middle and nudge into the black.
Yeah. I didn't turn up, Chris. I was buzzing out my skull in the back room, but I think I let the pressure get to me on the stream. Both times I played on the stream, I was useless. Just don't play my normal game. That's why I'm so bad for money as well.
Bad for money.
I play bad. I do win, but I don't play well.
No, he didn't turn up.
We just.
Washy lost to Coalfield.
Oh, Cole's good. Cole put him to bed, did he? That was a Bedford joke, by the way.
No, Coalfield, not Cole Bedford.
It was still good fun. It was still funny.
Christy Coalfield.
Oh, Christy. Oh, fair enough. Just talking to Jeff Allen, ladies and gentlemen.
He needs this, he does, Scott. Obviously they're pumped up.
Don't know where that came from.
He needs to rid off a few frames.
Yeah.
Get himself back into this match.
I know.
A couple of reverse dishes, I think. Bit of confidence. It's a very serious game. There's no facial expressions. And a lot of emotion out there. I just talked to Jeff Allen about this venue. It's a fantastic venue. I do believe the music in the background's a nice touch. I like that. Very relaxing out there when you're playing. Actually takes the edge and the pressure off you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I like a bit of music when I'm playing. Sometimes I even wear headphones. And
Shania Twain mix on last night was very relaxing. I feel like a woman. That got me going, to be fair.
Afternoon, Rob Holt. How are you? It is afternoon now.
Mm.
Sat in this room.
That's
I'll
the
tell you what.
difference. The ball control. Look at that. That's between good and great players. Getting on the ball like that. Good job of part of that, really. I look an idiot.
John Bland. I don't think Simo and Lewis will ever play each other now. They've turned it to being
I quite
mates.
fancy Jamie, to be fair.
I quite fancy Lewis.
He's quite nice.
Sorry, are we talking sexually or on the table?
I kind of like the way he walks on the table with a smile.
I always play with a smile, me.
Yeah, no, that's not really true, actually. He was smiling all the way through like a Cheshire cat, right? If I told him someone had died in the family, he would have been smiling at me. I'm telling you. Have they? Ding dong.
I was even smiling at 4-0 down last night.
No, that's what I was going to say, right? I was watching him play Scott Ross. I was thinking, well, he ain't smiling as much as he normally does. But every time I looked over at him, I got a little grin. He was back in the game.
It's true. To be honest, I wasn't smiling. At 4-0 down, I've missed a black. I'm like, 4-0 down, thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I just started speeding up. I knew Scott couldn't handle the pace.
That's it. He threw him off his game. He went red like Jerry the Berry.
Yeah.
So the score is now 8-4 to Farnsworth. Nice little dish from Gillespie there.
Nice break from Farnsworth there.
That is actually, that's the worst split that I've seen of him.
Yeah.
They've all been absolutely brilliant.
The only way Gillespie can win this is literally by him making mistakes off the break.
Yeah, there's another way of him winning.
Because he's never going to make mistakes in the match.
If he gets to 11 for Marc, I reckon he wins.
Yeah, all Scott's got to do is win 7 more frames and he's won.
That's it, yeah. It's not hard.
It's not as hard as it sounds. It's only 7 frames.
But it's not only 7, it's 7 before Marc wins 3.
Yeah.
You might as well not make any.
But then that's a very good effort.
Yeah,
The thing
they've
is,
opened pretty nice there.
the thing is, though, these two guys, they're on the stream table. And they've got no walk on goals, no distractions like we did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's fair. But it is what it is. You do what you got to do. How many viewers we got today?
We have got 473 people watching this game.
They've dropped down by about 200
okay.
since you joined, Lewis.
That's true, actually. Don't know what's going on there, mate.
There'll be an interval later on. There'll be a little bit of an exhibition. Me and Jamie will be on for 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
we'll let you know when that's kicking off, ladies and gentlemen.
Johnny Mason, can you explain your comment? Because Kendall isn't running this tournament, so I don't really know how Kendall would stop the duster from getting on the stream. And actually, I'm well up for watching a bit of Liam
Soft
Dunster.
breaking here. We want to see some little soft breaks.
This will be a good shot. Oh, to be honest, I thought he was good at the top. Bad angle from me there. That's what he needs, though. A nice little run now. That.
Yeah, Tom Heckingbottom, that is Lewis.
All right, Tommy.
Good to see you watching.
Hello, Tommy. Nice to see you last night, Tommy. Didn't turn up. Yeah, this will do him the world of good. It's not it's no hard pots. It's just got to get from A to B in these next two shots, and he'll be all right. Just two positional shots, and they'll be all right.
Yeah, there's nothing of any major difficulty here, is there? It's funny how people work out different routes, isn't there? Me personally, I probably would have just screwed back slightly to take this one into the middle first.
And how did that go for you, Tommy?
I know that it goes anyway, but
Gallo said get the clown Lewis off, he hasn't a clue.
Oh, there goes Gallo again. Actually, he's sober as well, so just being a general horrible to me, as per usual.
okay. Darren James says that it was 700 viewers about half an hour ago, but Ronnie's match against Hawkins is on Eurosport, so that might have something to do with it. Fair enough.
Fine, God, it wasn't me then.
You trying to say that that this isn't as important as Ronnie?
You got the best snooker player in the world,
We've got
world number one at Blackpool.
well, we had Ronnie on commentary, and we've got some serious players here.
Good man,
on the
Tommy.
table.
Matty won. So Matty Lawrenson beat Afrindad 11-10, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Looks like Jakob's going to win 50, 60 quid. That pays
Nice.
for the next 9 hours.
Looks like Mark Boyle might have lost as well, as he's literally got his towel in his hand and he's
Mark
about to throw
Boyle
it in.
has lost 11-7
Afternoon, Keith Garner.
in the
Nice
winner's
to see.
side, so they've still got another chance. That's a good clearance
That is a very good clearance.
under
So-
pressure.
So, Gibbs is actually on a bit of a comeback. That is not a bad shout.
God, you are so relentless, it's annoying.
Who's that, Gallo? So Simmons gone for a quick break. Jenks, do I have to pay you then?
That's funny.
I'd never realised I had to pay you, mate. I thought you'd just taken it for free.
8 o'clock is the scheduled final, Johnny.
Yeah, it's all been running relatively on time. Half an hour here or half an hour there out, but that's nothing to get too upset about.
I want to try and get a little match on the side when there's a few tables free. We're just trying to find a victim for me.
Nice. That is a good shout. Might have a couple of quid on that.
Yep.
So, Goobs to break.
really unlucky.
That white is horrible.
Such a shame.
So, for me, yellow's are blatantly the colour. And despite the fact that that hasn't worked out amazing with the white, he has a cut into the middle here as a starting point.
And that's about it.
And that is about it.
Dunno.
So where's this white going?
It's
White's
gonna be
probably
a very tactical game now.
white's if he plays the yellow into the middle, if he doesn't go for tactical straight away, then the white is probably going to hit the red that's down just past the middle pocket, and then he can play this one that's past the other side of the middle into the bottom pocket.
He could just do a little tap and see what Marc wants to do instead.
Would you really want to do a little tap and leave Marc Farnsworth at the table?
We'll just look at the balls.
Sorry, I'll leave that to you. All right, Gallo, see you later, mate. Yeah, Matt Lawrenson, best buy of the Calcutta. I agree. He's shown himself as absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, very, very good player, that Matt Lawrenson. Very impressed with him.
Okay. So he played the shot I said, but the white's come down.
Matt Lawrence's there. Definitely won. I think he's definitely won the best non-elite now. Yeah, someone's missed a trick there. Whoever's bought for 300 groups done phenomenal. So well done.
I wonder how Penwell's group's getting on. I know he had Fitzsimmons as well, didn't he?
Simmons lost to Tom Cousins.
He did.
So that's gone.
And he had the group that Simmons was in. So, I mean, who else is in that? Let's see it. I'll just try and have a look.
State the obvious, Jinx. Won't you?
Just finding the groups. Oh no, all you boys are dead and buried. So Penner's had Simmons, Hopkinson, Wrigglesworth, Cragg, Dyson, and Myerscough. Yeah, they are. So, other than Mr. Lawrenson, are there any non-elite left in there?
It was him and him. So now he's one non-elite.
So, just Matt Lawrenson left of the non-elite. And not only is he still left, he's in the winner's side as well, so he hasn't lost a single game. That's some run.
Liam lost. I thought. Dan Davies lost. One.
So, 8-6. Go on then, Farnsworth. Let's get back in this game. There's a different battle going on at the moment to what there was.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Davey after that table 1. Losers qualification match. Dan Davey after that table 1.
All these matches here, the winners win 500 quid in the doors. They're playing first away for the
Tom Cousins and Marc Boyle, table 3. Another losers qualification match.
Mark Farnsworth to break.
Marc Boyle, table 3.
That is, I think, the first time I've seen that during this tournament. %25 off there, Mark. John Bland, I'm not sure what you're referring to, saying he's still in it. Matt Lawrenson is still in it, yeah. He is now in the quarterfinals. One shot, one visit to Gillespie. Penners, we're just going to have a look for you to see what the odds are. Jordan Foster, the race is to 11. So we're off the commentary for a second. I'm just sorting a few things out.
They don't know yet.
So Penwell, they don't know yet what the odds are.
Not even looking.
That is now 8-7 to Marc Farnsworth. He needs to dig deep and find that form that he was on at the beginning of the match, where he was absolutely firing on all cylinders. Chris Willits, yes, we do have a game on our hands. And that is dry. That has got to be an upset. Reds are looking pretty nice. Unless there is some skill shot on to play a yellow to make the skill shot on the ball at the top right, which would be more ideal really. The yellows obviously are more out in the open. A little bit more work to do if you go reds. He's decided on reds. So, playing the plant next. It's actually a perfect angle just to be able to snick off the yellow, pot the red, and still maintain the pocket. One slightly out of position there. Still has options, but the red in the middle of the table obviously doesn't really go anywhere unless he happens to get to where the yellow is, near the top left pocket. For Marc Farnsworth, it really will be stop the rot time now. He's going to have to spend a little bit of time working this out, figuring out the best route possible. So, if he's going to go all guns blazing, for me, it's playing the left-hand red into the top left corner pocket, then landing on the ball that's on near the top right pocket. Need to be able to hold though to get a straight angle on the ball in the middle of the table at the top, running through to then play the other red into the right middle. Slightly tough positional shots on all of them, but nothing that a man of his stature won't be able to maintain. What are your predictions then from here? What's the score lines for you lot? Are they still the same as before? Or have you changed your minds? Craig, I think you're right. It is potentially anybody's from here. It is a completely different game now. What looked at the beginning to be quite a whitewash is now very close. Apologies about that. Yeah, position will be key. So, question for you. Does he use this ball at the bottom end of the table now to get better position on the other balls? If he can play this one at the bottom left and get perfectly on the cushion at the top, then I think he stands a fighting chance. Yeah, you say a top class player shouldn't be taking 5 minutes a shot, but there's potentially £5,000 on the line, so maybe he wants to take a little bit of time to compose himself, get the shot light. That has not worked out that badly. Let's have a look at the overhead quickly. So the plant is there, which actually also frees up. I mean, it is an obscure plant, and yeah, Marc will be feeling the pressure quite a lot more now. The plant's there, which also pushes the other ball out from the top of the table. A little bit of check, and he'll still be on this ball that's on the bottom cushion, or on the top cushion. I think he was playing for that gap then. Let's have another quick look at the overhead. Has he got it? Oh, that is exceptionally tight. See, I'm not sure whether the plant was less of a risk than playing for that gap. That gap wasn't very big at the end of the day. Welcome back, Simo. So, Farnsworth just played for a tiny little gap between these two balls, and he's not quite got it. There was a plant on, which was slightly more obscure. Wow, that's a great effort. That is a great effort. So, does Goobsy clear from here?
He does, mate.
I mean, he is back in the game big time. It's 8-7 now.
Yeah.
It's gone from 8-2 to 8-7. He's doing great.
I'll be honest with you, I really fancy him for this as well. Because although that the yellow's sort of by that pocket, it's not a bad skill shot leave. The red's right in the pocket. And these Scottish lads seem to be really good at them skill shots. So
Is that just a general thing, do you think?
I don't know what it is.
Skill shots.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's the Scottish boys. They play their skill shots really well. So I just got caught up at the bar. I was chatting to a nice bloke, Phil. He was just mentioning how he's read me wrong online, and we had a bit of a party on thingy, but on the old Facebook. But as true gentlemen we both are, we both shook hands and apologised. And he said he read me wrong, and I said, well, I sort of asked for that sort of behaviour, so I don't blame you, and he don't blame me.
Who was this? Matt Clark?
Phil, Coursefield, of course. I'm not too sure the last name. I remember him on Facebook. But
Jordan Coates, first to 11. Sorry, I was quiet for a little while then, because I'm actually just sorting out so that you can see that on the next few streams.
So the other games have still started, but this one's still going on.
Yeah, so next on the stream we've got Doncaster v Sheppey. Should be a great match.
Yeah, that's right. They've put on the other couple of the games first. We've got Boyles just started against Tom Cousins, and Dan Davey against... Oh, I can't even think now. Let's get back to this game. Scott's just looking at his first shot, so he's obviously having a little swerve and playing that in the middle. It's a tough shot, that. I'm still going to stand by my word and say he gets these. Yeah, if he plays that one first, and he's got a massive chance of getting these. Plays that in the middle, he's got a wide pocket. I didn't even see that shot, but that's definitely the right shot to play, I think. Cut that first one back in the middle. It's a big shot, but if it goes in, it's the game. He's not playing it. And yeah, you know, he didn't need to. He can pot this one in the middle, play for the other one in the top right, and get the other yellow out. All we've got to do is drop it in and run it through a couple of inches. That's what I'll be playing. You don't look too pleased about it, but it's definitely there. Yeah, Ball's Cousins would have been a good stream, but so is Jordan Shepherd. He's topped him off the cushion. He's left it. He left it a bit straight. I was a bit more. I would have just dropped that in dead weight, and then clip that silly when he's going for, and come off the cushion and got the yellow out. But maybe he's seen it a bit differently. Like a bit more power now. Or you've got the other option and topping it off the cushion with a bit of left hand side and coming out and leaving it dead straight, which he's looking at now, and playing the skill shot. I want to top that off the cushion. I think he's all regretting it now because he's left himself a little bit straight. There's still a bit of angle to work with, but I've got another little bet. I've just chucked another tenner away. I just thought I'd do the underdogs. I've done Mark Boyle, slight underdog. I've done Dan Davies, slight underdog, and I can't even remember to be honest, but again, slight underdog. Just went for the value. Yeah, he's playing for the skill shot. I'll be honest, I don't like. I mean, he probably nailed it, but I don't like this as much as the shot I was thinking of before. These Scottish boys are very good at these shots. He's played it really well. Just top this off the cushion and try and leave himself dead straight for the last yellow in the middle. And he is right back in this game. Fair play to him. I think we were saying from 8-2 down that it is how unlikely it is he's going to come back, but it can happen, and it has happened.
This is some comeback.
Great shot. And he'd be more confident than the two players now.
This is now a psychological battle.
It is, mate. You know, he's a psychological. He's he's confident. He's swagging. He's gone favourite in this match. This next frame's huge. If he wins this next frame, it's huge. So Marc's just left the arena. He's going to go and compose himself. Swagging and bragging, Mr. Penwell. Do you remember what we were saying earlier, Luke, Towner? Oh, he's right back in it now. See, them Scottish boys, they like playing for them skill shots, they really do. Where other players, I ain't trying to generalise all Scots, but I'm trying to say something positive about them, that they're really good at them shots. It's an out-and-out black ball shot. Other players would have dropped that the yellow in the middle and played the cut, and the other yellow had to flick the other yellow out. And they both work out. They're both good shots. Goobs was 8-2 down. It's all good getting a comeback, but he's going it. He's here for the win. He's not here to make it close. Farnsworth to break. Staring at him straight down the line of his shot. Try not to flinch too much. Yeah, he's not yet done the best, I'll be honest. Not the best break off for Marc.
I think he's taken that 25% off after he knocked the white ball off the table.
Is that what happened, was it? I wasn't here.
Yeah, he knocked the white off the table.
Stop being so racist.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice racial comment towards the Scottish lads, saying how good they are at something.
Right, interesting. Positivity, I'm not sure just because you generalise about something it's necessarily racist. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think he's only playing anyway, to be honest. He's only having a bubble. Yeah, Farnsworth didn't have a big cue action on that break. He only pulled his cue back a little bit. I think he was trying to be more accurate over anything.
Yeah, his break has changed a bit. I've seen him knock the ball from the side, from the front, absolutely smash it.
That could be it. His arm's getting a bit
taking
tighter.
a bit off it.
Pressure does a funny thing. Should have seen my arm on the stream. It was tight and loose at the same time. Showing a good combination. Well, it's not a very good fair shot,
That
is
is an unfortunate outcome, isn't it?
it? Yeah, won a good shot, but it's also a bit unlucky. Off on absolutely nothing.
Hello to Murphy's Doncaster. Yeah, we've been having a bit of a chat about the Sheppey v Dunster match. I've just been preparing for it.
Do you want money on that, Jenks?
That is going to be a great match.
Or was that a sarcastic comment? Oh no, yeah, I see what you're saying.
There is no easy shot here. Why don't you mention the Nigerian witch doctor? Interesting. So Seb Webb is out of the tournament. Wow, that middle pocket was forgiving then. Did you see how much of the
I did, mate. It did roll all around the ring. Yeah, Seb was electrifying yesterday when he played Jeff Allen. I had a little double on Seb and myself, and we both come good. Made myself a little £100.
No, we will not be changing the rules for Liam. Perfectly happy with the way Liam plays.
Yeah, no, I like the way Liam breaks. He's got a nice variety of breaks and fair play. Better than my one break, hit and hope. Yeah, of course Sheppey has the game to win it. Sheppey could win 8-0. You know, 8 dishes, Liam has 4 dry breaks. It's possible. Like when I was bragging, I beat Scott, not yesterday on the tour, when I beat him 5-0, all we done was broke twice, so it's like,
Yeah,
I had
well,
5 dishes. It ain't like I beat Scott, I didn't beat anyone, they didn't even have a shot. You know, I was just playing poor on my own. Paul's a solo game. The other player's sitting down when you're playing, it's a solo effort. So, don't matter who you're playing.
sorry, Chris Willits. Sometimes the written word doesn't necessarily come off as a joke. There's no accentuation on it.
I know we mentioned this earlier, but you don't even want to know how they pronounce it in Poland. You say the J. Well, everyone makes mistakes. It ain't always because of the speed, but it can also work in his favour. Sheppey can reel off frames one after another.
Indeed he can. He did against Lewis yesterday.
I find I make loads of mistakes when I play slow.
Yeah.
It's only when I'm confident that my game really speeds up. Yesterday I was playing ridiculously too quick, but I was playing slow and I was 4-0 down and I speeded up and I was 7-5 up in like 15 minutes. Literally dished every frame. That's what I mean. Sheppy, they can all destroy each other. Anyone can win. This game was written off at 8-2, it's now 8-all. I don't think the speed's got much to do with it. People play at the place they like to play. Fast players and natural players can't play slow. You try to and it's difficult. Yeah, some players can get frustrated by slow play, but at the end of the day you're just sitting. If someone's playing slow against me, I'll just get my phone out. People think, oh, you're on your phone and that, you're not concentrating, but I'd rather take the pressure off me to have a little look on my phone, and you know, when it's my turn to come back to the table, then I'll come back and I'll do my thing on the table. I don't want to be sitting there thinking, oh, there's a bit of pressure, or worrying about his speed, worrying about well, he's taking an extra minute on the shot, or if I've got to sit there for 2 minutes, or I've got to sit there for 4 minutes. It's not too much of a difference, really. All that matters is when you're at the table, you do what you got to do. So Goose could be taking the lead here. Just got to cue this in nicely there. Oh, he hasn't. Oh my God, how was that gone in? How was that gone in? He hasn't played that red at all. I don't know if he played that one overly well. We thought he missed it for a sec. Or maybe he thought he got a bit of a bad contact. He's curing this in the bottom bag. Confident shot. He's there. 9-8. When the pockets are that big, mate, you can use the whole pocket. It ain't all go in the centre. But yeah, that was that one down the rail. Cueing down with a bit of side and screw, you know, you ain't always going to be accurate. And he thought, I think everyone thought he missed that. I don't know, if I was 8-2 up, I think it'd still be about evens on to beat me, to be honest, on the stream table. I might be delusional, but I'm adamant I could give both one of these money if I was playing in the back room. I'd fancy getting the job done.
Half and Dad is now 4-0 up, apparently.
4-0 up, yeah, he was favourite in that game, going with the bookies. So, this is massive frame now for groups. I don't think Farnsworth can believe what's happened there. Cruising at 8-2.
Yeah, he was playing absolutely mustard, wasn't he?
I think I left when it was like 8-3, 8-4. Yeah, Group 3's done well there. That Matt Lawrenson's an absolutely class player. lot of these people are class players, but it's just what separates from the top boys to the others is how you compose yourself match after match when you've got one playing the elite player now, or I'm further in the tournament, and people get a different approach to it, a different opinion. You put a bit more pressure on yourself. If everyone plays like they're playing in practice, or they could block all that stuff out, everyone's levels would improve, but it is tough. It's easier said than done. Well, it's easier said than done, Craig. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I play money games, and I only ever play on stream, and I'm a very confident stream player on money games. But it was just different here for some reason. I ain't used to playing tournaments. I only play one a year, and I did play really well in it. A lot of people fancied me to play well as well. A lot of people were backing me. And I was underdog, and I was winning games, but both times I even won a game on the stream, but it wasn't like I performed.
That is actually amazing. So Group 6 was massive value at 300 quid. Matt Lawrenson, best non-elite, and he's into the quarters, so he's guaranteed 2,410 quid already.
Yeah, very nice that.
Wow. Question is, did he buy himself?
I doubt it. You're in a group, ain't you? So it's hard to convince someone when you're in a group to let me have some of me. I mean, I would have bought myself for 25 quid. But I didn't see the value. Me versus the real number one, that never happened. Never happened.
I think he might have come unstuck a little bit there, you know.
His manager won't let him play me. And George
So
secretly don't want it either.
Tell you what.
Don't ever listen to something George says.
Does that just drop? No. I thought that might be the case.
Well.
Marc Farnsworth, what have you got? What have you got now? Come on. This is an approach to the table with a bit of authority and some confidence now. Do you know what I have noticed about this game? That there has not been safety play. It has just been all out, go for it.
Yeah, that's what these top players like to do. They always fancy themselves. Yeah, that was tight, that ball, wasn't it?
I'm going to keep it on the overhead angle for a minute. Let's see what happens.
Is he playing this in the middle? I can't quite see what he's doing from behind him. No, he's playing them both in the middle. What a man.
I'll tell you what, all of a sudden, he's just gone from sitting down on the sidelines, watching Goobs clear up,
Sorry, mate, go.
to now having a shot, and it's possibly going to be level pegging again.
Yeah, he's done well. I mean, all he's got to do is get on that ball in the middle for his last ball, just off straight to ideally run it through and leave himself on the cushion for the black.
Yeah, he's got a nice angle now as well.
Yeah, so he'll be topping this off the cushion with a right hand side to come towards the other cushion in between the middle and corner spot. Tiny bit of stun, bit side. And there it is.
That is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I mean, he probably, to be honest, he probably could have done it for another half a roll or so. But I'm sure we could just drop this in dead weight. With a little bit of right hand side. Yeah, plum. You was right, mate. Plum. Played it like a peach. Nine all, ladies and gents. It's getting a bit intense now.
That was a rot stopper.
That's right, mate.
We're up to 1,000, yeah? Going on. 600. That's that building up.
Hold on. So we've got 323 watching on YouTube and 550 on Facebook. 900. Yeah.
Yeah, very good, mate. Yeah, quality, mate.
We've got 900 live viewers watching this game, excluding 30 in the room. Yeah, it's impossible to call who's going to win this game. It's a best of 3 at this level. I mean, you've got to make Marc a slight favourite, given the fact that he's breaking. Winning the leg is huge.
So he's gone dry. It's bizarre, isn't it, how that happens, how someone can be breaking really well and then their arm stiffens up a little bit, don't get any table time, and all of a sudden they're
Can we get a replay?
of what?
He wants to know if it's a foul break.
Hold on 2 seconds.
1, 2, 3.
2 secs.
Yeah, 3 balls past the middle of the table.
So we've just been asked for a replay.
We just
So
saw
on
that one
this-
there.
on this.
What's
So
what is the ruling?
we did actually just see it on the
Yeah, that's fine. We were just checking to see whether balls went, whether there was enough balls went up beyond the line, and there was. The beauty, actually, in this instance, of there being a bit of a lag on the internet, so we saw it again without having to activate the replay.
Yeah, you guys ain't actually watching it live. You got a 10-second delay, so we see the action before you guys, but you we commentate at the pace you hear it.
I'm actually not sure that the right-hand side yellow is past the middle. I think it's level with it. And I'm not sure whether that counts, does it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Scott just sort of wanted to challenge it, and so he said we'd have a little look. And we clearly see 3 balls go up the other end of the table and come back down. A red and 2 yellows. Oh, that breakfast didn't do the job, mate. I'm starting to get a bit peckish again.
Well,
I think it's the intensity of this game is making me hungry.
Chengsy Dunster break. Is that what the tap breaks now are being considered as the Dunster break?
Jenksy, mate, I just saw your comment a minute ago. If you was commentating, there'd be minus people on the stream. Minus.
I tell you what, I need to stand up in a minute, I think.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a bad back, I have.
Oh, that was close.
I blamed that on a car crash I had 10 years ago.
Oh, I thought you might have blamed it on the one you had last night.
What, sorry?
I thought you might have blamed it on the car crash
I
you
had
had
a
last
car
night.
crash last night, yeah. That just,
Come on, mate. You know I'm going to give you a bit of a ribbon for that for a while.
oh, I'm
Got to rub a little bit
I'm
of
a
salt in that
murderous
wound.
player. It's funny when I play this game, because I play one match, I think, I'm one of the best players here. And I play another match, and I think, I'm the worst player here.
Sorry, whose cue's this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree there, mate. I have the same sometimes. I walk into a building, pick up a cue, get down, and it feels like I'm playing with someone's leg. Walk in on another day, pick up a cue, can't miss, unstoppable. It's bizarre.
It's a funny old game, mate.
Thank you very much, Grant Hardwick. Spot on.
I'm on the old snake bites now.
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
So you're sticking around for a little while today, aren't you? I know Reggie wants to get on the stream for one of the next matches. Seb specifically requested that he come and commentate. I don't know whether you want to do it or whether I'll stay on. I wouldn't mind a little break, to be fair. If you want to commentate for a bit, and I'll go and grab us some food.
Well, maybe Reggie's got a partner he'd like to commentate with.
Good point. I'll tell you what, my little mate Sam here might let him control the stream for a bit once the next game's on, and we'll get someone else to commentate with Reggie. What do you reckon to that?
What's that mean? Once I've fired everything up and got it all running on the next game, you control it for a little bit. I need to go to the toilet and one game get some food.
I mean, if I was commentating with Reggie, I wouldn't be doing much commentating anyway, I don't think. Reggie's the main man when it comes to commentating. He likes to... He's more of a solo artist than a band.
Yeah, I agree, Jenks. Any swearing in there off. That is going to be a specific rule. Wasn't very happy about that the other night. Everybody else seems to be able to keep it under wraps.
Apparently, Tierney won a money match last night.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. It was 21-6, I think the score was. Played very well by the sounds of it.
Sounds a bit funny to me.
It wasn't streamed though, who knows?
I don't even think you could beat someone who's played for the first time 21-6. But that's what I mean, it wasn't streamed. A 20 grand game that no one knows about from Tierney not streamed does sound a little bit peculiar. But maybe it was, I'm sure he's got his reasons. Tierney is the number one after all. Everyone who's streaming now, if you want to earn some money in your life, all message George and say, have you not seen Simo play last night? He is terrible. Play him for money. And then everyone who sends him that message, copy the link to me and I will let you have £100 bet on the game at 0%. So it's £100 in your pocket just to convince George to play me. Alright, so anyway, let's get back to this game. It's 9-9 now. This is intense stuff.
Darren James, I'm afraid we're on the pool, mate, not the snooker. So that was more of a dig at Ronnie, really.
I'm going to be honest, I feel like Coops is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he is there. I mean, that was really reaching, wasn't it?
It was reaching because it wasn't even actually on. It was just...
that I think the yellow was just a little bit too close to this end of the table.
But he didn't have a lot of choices, but...
No, he didn't.
He was he moved to one yellow. That's sort of giving him Marc a bit of problems.
Is this Marc back in the game, right? And a question, which I might be answered by the overhead camera. Do you reckon this red snicks in past the yellow?
It
looks
does,
like
yeah.
it, doesn't
It does, definitely, yeah.
So
this is game on for Marc. I fancy him taking these. My next game's in 2 weeks, Chris. 2 weeks time against Craig Day.
Slight lag.
Probably about 10 grand.
Nice. As I said before, you can add a little bit to that for me.
Yep. Bit of free money in your pocket, mate. Just for nothing, really. Just for supporting the game.
That's actually perfect, I think.
Yeah, he's taking these out, mate. He's a top player. He handles his pressure situation as well. You've got to fancy him taking these now. You can't really afford to make a mistake.
You know what? I don't want to call it, but I think when Goobs missed that shot a minute ago, I think in Marc Farnsworth's head that changed things a little bit. And I'm not sure, but it may even have changed things a little bit for Goobs as well. Because his facial expression now is that he's dubious about things, whereas before he was the man of the moment and very confident.
Exactly, mate. I think Tierney, he got. I mean, each player that you play the weakest player you can play. You know, when I first started, I wanted to play the best player in the world, so I challenged Jordan Shepherd at the time was the best money player about, and I challenged him. I took a lot from that game. then ever since that, it made me feel like a good player. I lost 15-13, but I thought, you know what, I can do alright at this. And ever since then, you know, you get the easiest games you can play. So if George thinks other people are easier over me, then that's his opinion, and you know, he does what he wants to do. I wouldn't play me either if I was George.
Simon Brown, yeah, that is Sim on the commentary with me, Jakob Tungelund, the man of the stream. We've been keeping it real for this whole game. So, in your opinion, does he play the confidence?
Simo sounds like Ronnie. That's a few times I've heard that. I've heard it loads in the past, but usually when I'm playing snooker, people say I play like him. Not blowing my own, but when I'm quite quick playing on buckets and whizzing around knocking in tons, I can sort of look like a good player when I ain't actually all that. But the amount of people that love sound like Ronnie as well was quite funny.
Do you want to roll?
Roll in a roll?
What's this going for us?
Yeah, I'll have a nice bacon roll, mate. Let me find some money. Yeah, I'll have a bacon roll, please.
So, question.
Just like Ronnie. Someone don't play like him.
Darren James, you stand corrected.
I actually played Ronnie once, and I went 1-0 up, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to beat him here. And, yeah, and I sort of learned a thing or two about refereeing after that.
Right, question. Right, do you think that was the right shot that Farnsworth just played?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I do. I'll play some good snooker, mate.
Listen, I'm talking to you. Do you think that was the right shot that Farnsworth just played? He played the ball here
Yeah.
to pot it in the right hand bottom pocket, leaving this ball that's over the pocket. Now,
Mhm.
in my opinion, if you're playing confidently, like look at his facial expressions now, he's pretty bemused, right? See, the thing is, if you're playing confidently, right, and you're going for a clearance, which he clearly was going for a clearance, right, then you would take this ball that's over the pocket first, and then play this one, right, to get yourself up onto these balls here, right?
Yeah,
If
maybe,
you,
mate.
If you've
yeah.
got a bit of self-doubt in your head, you leave the ball over the pocket. In my opinion,
It's a great shot.
that is a cracking shot.
But you could look at the other way. He was maybe not self-doubt. It was confidence that he's taking on the slightly difficult one first, knowing it's going to make his life easier. I don't know. But you wouldn't expect him to miss that, and the fact he has missed it proves that maybe he did have a bit of self-doubt.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it could also be right. I'm going to play the percentage shot, but
I think he meant Adam leaving the one covered over the bag rather than covering the bag.
Goobs is just attacking the equipment.
He's having a fight with the stream, with the wires on the floor.
Robert Clark, we've been maintaining a decent ratio of Simo talking about himself to talking about the game and a few other bits and pieces as well. It's going all right.
Do you want to start hearing about me athletic career, mate?
Unfortunately, I can't just yet get Jenks doing the commentary from Banbury, so until I do, we'll keep it as it is.
That's a great shot.
I might have to look into that, you know.
What's
See
that?
if there's some way that I can remotely get someone commentating from a different part of the world.
I had more of a martial arts career, Robert, than a athletics career. I was only in the Army athletic team because I was a bit of a triple jump expert and a very quick runner. I didn't make the sprinting team in the Army athletics.
Chris Willits was the wrong shot. Were you talking about the shot that I said? Whether he played the wrong shot?
But I'll tell you all about my taekwondo days in the next stream.
I'm not Marc Farnsworth, and I don't profess to be. I'm not as good as him, and I never will be. But sometimes I see the psychology of things, and I just think maybe there's a certain way of taking the balls when you feel confident.
Robert, do people not realise that when I talk on them things that I come out of all this stuff, that I'm trolling you guys, and every time you guys bring it up, it's me actually trolling you. You don't realise that you're bringing it up is you bite into what I say. Just thought I'd let you know that. Bruce Lee's level. I did used to fight for Great Britain. I won a bad level. got enough national titles.
Well,
But I was only a junior fighter. That was a long time ago, mate.
10-9, bud. What are we saying from here?
I'm gonna say it's.
He's on the hill.
I'm gonna say it's gonna go 10-all. I won't mind seeing the decider.
10-9.
Bruce Lee was an actor. I don't know if people realise that. If you went in the UFC, you'd get knocked clean out. And people who think otherwise are delusional. Obviously he was an expert martial artist, don't get me wrong. But you have to understand, he was a TV star, made to be a lot better than he actually was. That's what happens when you're an actor.
Listen, Bruce Lee is the hero.
I love Bruce Lee, don't get me wrong. But people make out, oh, it would win Bruce Lee or Tyson in a boxing match, and like, you know, well, Tyson would bang him out in the first round, obviously, you know. Like Bruce Lee had extra special power, I like that, you know, oh yeah, and 1-inch punches, and 1-inch punches is a trick. I fight like Bruce Forsyth, am I like? Did you actually know Bruce Forsyth passed away this morning?
Well,
so
hold on. So
he's gone in
I
off a
think
break.
I think that was a little while ago, to be fair. That is the white ball in off. And
Jakes, I was trying to tell a joke, mate.
yeah.
So,
Sorry, bud.
nah, I'm only joking. Let's go back to the
I was
pool.
just getting back to the pool. So it is Marc Farnsworth, ball in hand, shot on a visit, and wow, look at this table. This has got decider written all over it, mate.
Called it. We're in the decider.
This is.
He's got to hold himself together.
This is coming to a race one. Single frame. How do these guys get on at county? I'm just kidding for all of you, just for the record. I'm pretty sure these guys don't play county.
Oh, 1 frame pool.
Give you a 1-inch punch if you don't shut up. I'll tell you what, I'm actually a badass at 1-inch punches.
Yeah.
Something I practiced when I was younger.
It's a
Love
bit
it.
telling the commentator to
I was also so
shut up.
I was always so fascinated by it. I thought I'd give it a go.
We've got the power to
Brilliant.
shut you up.
Used to do it on my brother.
Huh?
Used to do it on my older brother.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to give people about a 100-inch punch. And about the 1-inch.
100-inch punch. That's some run up, mate.
Well, it is. I like to generate a little bit of power with my little arms.
Or is it like the total circumference of a whirlwind haymaker?
That's it, mate. A bit of a windmill.
Brilliant. I can just see you. I've seen a couple of photos from when you were younger. I can just see you as a younger kid just spinning around making this whirlwind haymaker at someone.
The thing is, I used to do taekwondo. It's more like acrobat kicks and that. I used to do like 750 spinning hook kicks and stuff like that. But we don't really punch in that sport, so that's why my arms are like sticks. I used to keep my body weight low.
Jack Whitehall. I don't know. Who's Jack Whitehall? Sorry, I'm a bit out of touch.
Oh yeah, I can picture him. I can't think.
That's a nice little shot there.
I might play like Ronnie, but I don't sound like him.
Well, surely this is now.
Yeah, mate. It's 10-all, mate. 10-all. And this is where you said you got a favour Farnsworth.
Sorry, I'll get it off the overhead view for you guys. We'd got a bit carried away chatting as well, so I'd even forgotten to put up people's reds and who's yellows. I'm on.
Comedian, mate. I do play like Ronnie. I don't care what anyone says.
I'll take that as a compliment. Cheers, boys.
When I go and practice my old club, and the owner used to say to me, "I was 3 people tonight." He said, "You play like Ronnie every time people leave."
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Hill. Oh, he's not that funny. Brilliant. All right, maybe I won't take it as a compliment then.
Oh
Cheers,
yeah,
guys.
yeah, that thing's I see what you're saying there.
Oh, well, never mind. I never thought I was that funny anyway. It was just I was just living in La La Land, hoping that people thought that was funny a little bit. It is Marc to break. Right, let's see what he's got on this break.
Right. Hill. They're both on the old Mick. Quiet, everybody.
Shake of the hands. Like to see that. So, Mr. Farnsworth, what have you got?
The scoreboard says 19-10, but it's actually 10-all.
What have you got?
He's going to change his break now. When nothing goes down, you regret it, but you report, you think, thank God I've done that.
So, is he actually going for a cut break here?
It looks like he's lining up a cut break.
It does
mate.
look like he's lining up a cut break, doesn't it?
I'm calling a breaking dish. If one goes in, he's dishing. He's playing a cut break. He's trying to avoid doing off. Last thing you want to do. Oh,
It's
gone
dry.
And he's left a pretty good table. I mean, good for Goobs. You've got to fancy them yellows. Marc's devastated. Regretting the dry cut break now.
There is almost no way that these aren't going down. That is, I don't even really know what to say. Adam Penwell, can you just write down a few lottery numbers for me, please? In fact, just write down 6 numbers.
That was the prediction of the year, that one. Huh?
To be fair, he has gone dry on like every single break for the last hour.
It's like them.
Which is shocking because he's got a massive break.
Yeah, I mean, he's decided to cut break there.
Right, Penwell, I'm not very happy with you because I actually had a little bet on this game, a little double on this game and another one, and the other one came in, and so you've just jinxed my money. Sort it out. That's about 70 quid you owe me.
Hey, quickly change your prediction,
So
Pennis.
we'll take off what Simo owes you. You owe me about 45 quid. Yeah, he could even take reds. You're right, Jenksy. Totally right. You could take any of them.
No,
Yeah.
he's definitely.
I agree, John Bland. He should have trusted the luck with a monster break because he did have a monster break. He was smashing them so hard earlier, and
100% going for yellows.
absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I mean, all right. We just get the go back off the overhead.
It's not my opinion, Ollie.
I'll tell you what. I forget to go over the.
I've had at least 50 to 100 people say I play like Ronnie. I've had about 500 tons, and I do play really quick, so it ain't a bad comparison. Obviously, I'm nowhere near his level, but
So, Gibbs has gone yellows. Scott Baldock, he's potentially got £5 on the line if he carries on going after this, so a little bit of thinking's probably the right port of call. Just getting down and smashing them. You can always go wrong, can't you?
he's got to compose himself now. To be honest, last week I went at my first game of snooker in ages, and first frame I banged in a 139. I don't even think Ronnie can do that. I think saying I play like Ronnie is maybe a bit of an insult to me.
Thanks very much, Russell Melbourne. So, top ball till last. And it's plain sailing. Oh yeah, I don't think even I'd miss these.
No, he just wants
I mean, I
to
might be
top
wrong.
this in off the cushion.
I could probably miss it. I could probably mess this up if I really thought about it.
Unless that's dead straight. But otherwise, top it off the cushion and leave the straight red in the middle.
The room's started to fill up a little bit now. It's 10:10.
Yeah, it's not even a bad yellow, to be honest. You could just fall on it.
So what about Simo? Right, taking this one that he's looking at and leaving himself on the long yellow first.
Yeah,
As he's debating how to go about getting on that other one a little bit.
depends how you're throwing it, but I think
Remember, these pockets are massive.
yeah, he's just going
Because
to
now he's got a delicate little shot where he's got to try and cut it in and flick around for the other yellow.
I think he's right. Yeah, just bump it in off the cushion, and then play the yellow in the opposite pocket. Then you can top the top one in the on the bulk line, come out for the black in the middle.
Let's see how he decides to go about it.
I don't do sign photos to it. I sign chests and buttocks. And we're playing in the final, Craig Day. I'm only a money player, so every game's a final.
Carl gun
For
trip.
£5 profit, just like these boys here today.
Carl gun trip. Who are you talking to? He's now left on the cushion, and he's got a. I mean, he's going to have to hold off that red, I think, by the looks of it.
No, he's going to dig down, mate. He's going to dig down and just stun it and leave the white where it is.
He doesn't like it, mate.
No,
Definitely doesn't
I
like
mean,
it.
I wouldn't like it either, but it's his only shot on. He wanted to bump off the cushion a little bit.
No, definitely not ideal. Will Marc Farnsworth get another shot now? That's the question.
He won't.
That's a great shot.
Yep.
Seb, as you're watching now, we'd quite like somebody else to join Reggie in the commentary, if you don't mind. So if you could, either you could join him, or
It's a great shot by Scott.
that is absolutely perfect.
Well played to Scott.
Well played, Scott Gillespie. That is a
Great comeback from 8-2 down. Credit when due.
very nicely done. And that is 11-10 to Scott Gillespie. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you rejoin us, it'll probably be about 10 minutes. We have to just reconfigure some stuff for the stream, and we're back on.
Here we're going to have Jordan Shepherd next.
Thank you very
Versus.
Yeah, Jordan Shepherd,
Versus.
Liam Dunstone.
Oh, there we go, Liam Dunstone. Yeah.
Man, this is going to be a battle.
I could picture him, I just couldn't think of it. Right, see you later, guys.